Everybody, Jason Bell here. I hope you were fantastic. Hope you were doing well on this. I guess it is Tuesday evening. When it's been a long time since we've done a webinar in the evening. It's been a long time, probably some years. And I wanted to bring you on today and share what we have because we got some goodness. So really quick, before we get started here, because this is going to be a very packed call. If you can see the screen, it should say OPENCLAW webinar. And if you can see my mug and you see me waving at you, just give me some love in that question box. I would greatly appreciate it. And also too, let me know where you're calling in from. Let me know where you're calling in from. It's always cool to see, how we're connected in this great world of the internet. Okay, we got Paula loud and clear. We got Mel in the house. What's up, Mel? Tim Henderson. Good stuff. Good to see you. We got Houston, Texas representing. David Todd. What's up, David? Wayne Coakley in the house. What's up, Wayne? Daniel. We got Thailand. 7 a.m. Wednesday in Thailand. Welcome. Good stuff. So and if it's been a long time since we've been on a call, Happy New Year. I just wanted to show my mug really quick. I'm going to take my face off the screen in a while, but here's what we're here to talk about today. All right. If we're anything alike, right? And I hope you're raising your hand what I'm about to say. Who thinks AI is just a lot right now? It seems like the last 2 months alone, AI has literally turned a corner, and it went from regular chatting to, now AI can actually do stuff for you, not just ideas, not just writing copy, but imagine these digital agents that can actually do stuff in your business. And we're going to talk about a lot of that today. But something has happened in the world. I mean, I think you've seen it, everything that's been going on with Anthropic and in the government, and Elon is now launching robo-taxis, and we're in that thin line of AGI right now. And when I say, like, they've even projected that there might be 10 to 50% job loss, over the next 18 to 24 months in certain categories of jobs. But here's the thing, whenever there's any type of disruption of technology, whenever there's any type of innovation, there's always opportunity. Always. And if we're anything alike, you've probably been paying attention to what's been going on online, and you've probably heard of a tech called OPENCLAW, right? And if not, totally fine. It's going to make a lot of sense today, especially if you're here knowing that I want to grow my business. You may need more customers. You may need more clients. If anyone here needs more business and you would like more assistance to help you get to your promised land faster, just put a 1 in the question box. If you would like some assistance in growing your business and leveraging ways with AI, truly, not just ideas, not just confusion, but actual implementation, put a 1 in that good old question box. Okay, good stuff. I think everyone's here, duh, right? So here's the thing. Maybe about a month and a half ago, I started talking with the gentleman that's on the screen today, which I'm going to introduce in just a second here. And AI, to me, I study and look at absolutely everything, but it's moving so fast that it's really hard to keep up. And unless you really have your head down and you're focusing and you're paying attention and you're implementing and you understand the high level coding and the tech and all this stuff, you're going to be behind. There's just no other way around it. So the gentleman that I brought on today, and I had to do a little arm twister, and I was like, I have to show this to our community. He is someone that's been in the internet marketing space since, I believe, 1998. Like, it's a long time. I came into the space in, I believe, like 2012, 2013. But Chad has been in this space since 1998. And when I say This is by far the most smartest human being that I've ever met. Like Chad is smart. Like this dude is a genius and he understands like tech and software in such a high level, but not just that, he's able to synthesize it and bring it down and simplify it into a way that you can implement and take action really, really fast. So Chad's been doing some amazing things with AI that is none like anything I've ever seen. And I was like, Chad, can you please come to our audience, share what you're doing and share how it can help them truly grow their business. And he agreed. So what you're about to see today is your first, right? This is early. If anyone knows anything about me and our community at my local agency, I like to get ahead of things. I like to get in front. I like to consider our agency an agency that innovates and is always on the cutting edge of things, and it's no different today. So this is by far one of the most important trainings and webinars that you will attend this year, and I stand on that. So whatever you're doing, cut off all distractions, pay attention, and because the next 45, 50 minutes or longer will really, truly impact and grow your business. So I'm going to take my mug off the screen and introduce Mr. Chad Nicely. Are you here, Chad? Are you here, my friend?
Jason, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, man. How you doing?
Man, what an incredible intro. Is it okay if I turn my camera on for a minute and say hi to everybody?
Yeah, please.
All right, let's see. It's been a while since I've been on GoToWebinar. Hey, there we go. How's everybody doing? Good? Awesome. All right. Jason, if you want, we can hang out at the end and then answer any questions that anybody has.
Yeah, that sounds good, man.
Completely up to you. Okay. Well, I've got a lot to cover, so I'll go ahead and get started. And yeah, we'll hang out at the end and see how we can help your peeps here. Is that cool?
Yeah, sounds great, man. I'm going to mute myself too. So if you need me, just ping me, but I'll be on.
All right. Okay, perfect. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for having me. What an incredible intro. I wish it was all true. I don't consider myself to be the most brilliant person in the business or whatever he said. But I consider myself to be a good old boy from Wyoming that has, cracked the code to some things because, well, I'm pretty stubborn that way. So here's the thing. In this presentation, and I didn't think I would ever say this in my lifetime, I'm going to show you that AI will plan, build, sell, and replace everybody and everything in your business, all from simple voice commands from your phone. And when I was coming up with that title, I was like, my God, are we actually here? Because, my first domain was 1998. It was called DestinyInternetMarketingSolutions.com. I think I paid about $85 for that domain. I had to get it for 2 years. And it was so stupid, right? Because I could have owned like Destiny.com back then, right? So, but it was a Wild West days. So I've seen a lot of things come and go and change and evolve. And my God, we're just here. So I'm going to go ahead and let you know too that I don't want to. You're going to hear this dinging down here. You're going to hear OPENCLAW talking. You're going to hear our students talking. And I don't want to shut that off just yet because we're going to be using that here in a second. I'm going to do a live demo on the call. But before I get started, I assume that I sound okay to everybody. Everybody can hear me loud and clear. We had a little bit of mic trouble before the call, so I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Okay, great. Can you guys just tell me what business you're in? And I'll try to kind of steer towards that direction to kind of benefit you. What I've known about Jason through the years, and I have a lot of respect for him, and I'm super excited that he's, I'm able to do this presentation for his audience. And I know he's doing some amazing stuff with chatbots and local businesses and everything. And I'd like to find a way to bring that into my audience because that's stuff I'm not doing. So thank you for having me, Jason. I appreciate it. I can see real estate, digital marketing, print and digital. Okay. What else, guys? Agency. Okay. What else? And I'm watching the chat over here, and you guys have to know this about me. I'm really, really big on chats and receiving feedbacks from you guys. And I'm going to ask you, like, especially since we're going to get a little technical, I'm going to try not to keep it too technical, but I'll ask you, like, on a scale of 1 out of 10, you know, 1, I don't get what you just said, 10, I totally get it. I want to make sure everybody gets this message, okay? So sales, lead generation, content creation, and affiliate marketing agency, good. Well, everybody here is a good fit, including people that do not have a business yet. And we're going to talk about all of that stuff, okay? So what you're about to witness is something never before seen. You're about to see the most cutting edge, simplified technology that makes success within reach for anyone, regardless of past experience or failures. This powerful solution is designed to help you achieve your business goals at unbelievably cost-effective pricing, okay? And I'm going to show that to you today. Now, if you don't know who I am, I mean, Jason just knocked it out of the park with the intro, but yeah, I've been here for, well, almost 30 years, done millions of dollars in sales, 1998. I just turned 50 in January. I'm a mentor and coach. My passion is helping people just like you find success with strategy, systems, and processes. I own my own software company like Jason does. It's called the Titanium Software Suite. It's an incredible suite of stupid, simple tools. I'm the founder of the Entourage Mastermind, very, very hands-on, interactive mastermind. But what you need to know for this presentation is I'm one of the first people to actually be out there using OpenClaw in their business. Now, total transparency, guys, what you're about to witness came with a cost, okay? So we're talking about 30 days straight. I'll tell you exactly when I jumped aboard this, 8 hours a day. I have a team of 4 people working. Thank you. Somebody said, you look great, bro, carrying your stress well. I love it. My partner also has a team of 3 people. We've had a morning workshop. At the time I did this presentation, you know, it was on 16 days. We did 18 days, and now we're starting our second one. We have over $47,000 cost to bring this presentation to you. Now, don't worry about that amount. There was a reason for that. It was very intentional, and it's so that you don't have to do it, okay? So how many of you are familiar with Anthropic? Anthropic is mainly known for Claude, right? So one of the AI models is called Claude. You probably have heard of Claude Opus 4.5, 4.6, Sonnet 4.5, and if I'm already talking Charlie Brown to you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I will simplify it for you. But this is an AI model. And what we have to do is we have to recharge this every couple days, sometimes multiple times a day. And the reason why was because we were on a mission to do something that nobody else was doing. A lot of people are out there, you know, talking on their wall, and, you know, you've seen those posts where it says, you know, OpenClaw will replace your entire business, and here's 12 things, and then they got like 12 numbers in the comments. That's not me. I don't spend any time doing that. Instead, I'm actually out there doing these things and spending a lot of money and building up incredible assets so that you can kind of plug in, okay? So what we're gonna do, I want your guys' permission first, okay? AI has a mind of its own. We're beyond that now, but it can also go rogue. So I'm gonna try to do a live demonstration right now, but I want your permission if something goes wrong. Can you guys give that to me and then relieve me of that pressure just in case, and we'll just kind of laugh it off, right? So far, everything has gone great, okay? So, but I just wanted to put that out there, all right? So how many of you are familiar with Telegram? Anybody? Who's familiar with Telegram? So here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm a big Al Pacino fan. I don't know if Jason knew that or not, but like, hoo-ah, like Al Pacino, right? The Godfather, Carlito's Way, Scent of a Woman, you know, all that stuff. And so I named my bot Pacino, and Pacino is in here talking to the staff members. So I'm just jumping in this conversation here, and Hannah is one of my VAs in the Philippines, and she is instructing Pacino to go load one of our replays, and Pacino's coming back saying, all done. The replay is inside the members area with all 6 steps completed, video uploaded, transcript extracted, short description added, long description with bullet points, goal block created, located in shadow replay. So the first thing I want to show you is this is an on-demand command, right? This is where a VA or one of my staff members, or it could be me, is telling OpenClaw to do something, and OpenClaw is actually out there doing those things and replying back. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and open up my browser, and I want to show this to you, okay? This is a piece of software that OpenClaw created for itself, all right? And so we're going to look at these commands here in a minute, but I also want you to see that it has its own dashboard where it has all the AI models, the integrations. We'll talk about cron jobs in a little bit. These are tasks that it's over here working on. Anthropic keys, here's ad spend. Over here, you can see it's connected to Zoom, Vimeo, some of the other platforms over here, different models, and it's got cron jobs down here, okay? But if I were to come over here, this is where it's going and building out full-blown businesses, all right? So you can see this one's overall progress is 14 out of 44. We'll take a look at this again, right, in a minute. This is our team board. So what's amazing about this, all of this software that OpenClaw built, it built to run itself. But also, I got team members that are inside of this board as well. Now, we built this and it replaced a $140 service in our business. We had a project management system called Placky, and now we rebuilt Placky. Okay, we have the different views over here. We can add tasks and everything. We rebuilt Placky, and so we've saved the money. But what's cool about this is OpenClaw can run this board as well. So my team can run the board and OpenClaw can run the board. On a scale of 1 out of 10, does everybody understand that concept? Because when you understand that concept, I don't think I've talked to Jason about this yet. Guys, I believe that that is going to be the most requested service in all of business. For you to be able to step into a business that has an existing project center and say, you know what, we're going to rebuild this so that AI can control this. And guess what? OpenClaw can build the whole thing. Does that make sense to you guys? So I see a 1, which means I'm totally lost, and I see a 10. So if you don't get it, type in the chat 1. If you totally get it, type in the chat 10. I just want to make sure everybody's there, okay? Because that's a light bulb moment. You guys want to make money? Oh, I'm going to teach you how to make money on this webinar, okay? Let's see, this over here, this is the operator vault. Let me click on this guy right here, operator vault, there it is right there. And what this is OpenClaw learns how to write copy, it learns how to do video sales letters, it learns how to create sales pages. And so what you're able to do with the operator vault is you're able to load examples for it to follow, all right? So if you wanted to build a page and you have like your favorites, you can just drop it in Telegram and say, here, save this in your vault, okay? This is a project board, so any active projects that you have going on, you can just tell OpenClaw, add this to the project board. I'm pretty big, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm pretty big on local stuff. So before all of this hit, we were known for our newsletters, right? So you're gonna see these are all newsletters that it's creating for our incredible software. Jason uses that software a lot. These are ideas that are happening. So when you get an idea, you can just tell OpenClaw, add this to my idea board. This is where it takes a video and it sends it to another service, and then that service cuts it up into these little short form videos. And then I can come in here and I can go ahead and approve it. And then when I do, OpenClaw grabs it and sends it out to Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all of that other stuff. This is a wish list, which I don't have anything in there yet. And then this is a resource library. All right, so OpenClaw built this whole entire suite. Is everybody understanding that right now? And it built it so that it can use it. Now, everything that you see here on the screen, these are all commands. So if I wanted to add it to the idea board, I do /idea, and it says, what's your idea? If I want to add it to the resource, /resource. If I wanted to create a sales page, /sales page, /sales copy, /VSL, /video avatar. If I wanted to send an email broadcast, /broadcast. If I wanted to look up email stats, if I wanted to reactivate a dead email list, if I wanted to load a replay, you just saw Hannah doing that. If I wanted to create an article, if I wanted to create a tracking link, if I wanted to create a lead step or a bridge page, or if I wanted to fire off a tag, if I wanted to do a bulk import where I give it a CSV file, if I wanted to add a contact, create a workflow, all these other things. This one's kind of internal for our software. This is when you start building software in here. This is to check your system health. And this is something we're doing for our own company for a team call. These are all commands that we have built and trained OpenClaw on, and now it's keeping track of these commands in this board. Does that make sense to everybody? And now you're starting to understand when I tell you we spent a lot of money on using OpenClaw. We were using big thinkers so that we could build all of this for our customers. All right, is everybody starting to get this now? So now that you've seen that, this one right here is the one that we're gonna do. Everything leads up to this one. Somebody said, does it clean the house? I don't know, Brian, we'll find out, right? And by the way, do I have any of my shadow members on the call right now? I don't know, I don't remember how Zoom works or how GoToWebinar works. I don't think you guys can see all the comments, can you? But I remember how to get around that, right? Do we have any shadow members on the call that can talk in the chat here? If so, I'll grab a screenshot and I'll show it to you guys. But in the meantime, let's come on over here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask it, what model are you on, okay? And so you're gonna see it type up here, and it says it's on Kimi 2.5. Now, Kimi 2.5 is gonna be 85% less than any of your big thinker models. Now, how many of you are kind of familiar with what I'm saying here, yes or no? Or is it like right over your head right now, confusing? Let's see, just say yes or no, and it's okay. It kind of tells me, where I'm at with this. Yes, yes, one no, kinda, okay. Well, I'll explain it to you. And we're not using, when we're away from OpenClaw, we're using ChatGPT, we're using Perplexity, we're using Claude, we're using Gemini and Grok and all that stuff. But when it comes to OpenClaw, guys, we're pretty much just using Claude and this one called Kimi 2.5, okay? So here's what I'm gonna do. Right away, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna tell it to create business. And this is where I begged for your guys' forgiveness ahead of time. Let's see what happens. And remember this, guys, AI is the worst today it's ever going to be. Yeah, it's the worst today. And actually, I'm gonna tell it to do one more thing before it does this, just to make sure. I'm gonna tell it to switch to Sonnet 4.5, okay? Switch to Sonnet 4.5, all right. So you're gonna see it talk up here in a minute, okay? And it's talking to all of these different rooms here, right? So this one OpenClaw, there's one room for a specific business. This room here is for all the team members. We have one for our shadow program, okay? So if this one doesn't start talking, I'll talk to it in another room because I could see it was doing some stuff over here for Hannah. So let's see if I can talk to it in here, and I'll say /model, and let's see if we can get it to talk. Okay, so it responded back, and I'm just gonna say hello, and there we go, it's talking to us here, but it did switch to Sonnet up here, okay? So that's okay, we're on Sonnet now. So I'm gonna say /create business. All right, everybody's seeing this. Let me see if I can minimize this over here. I found a way to do it earlier, but there we go. All right, so /create business, okay? And you can see it typing up here. Now guys, I can also do this from my phone. I can just say, let's create a business from my phone, okay? And so you can see that it's typing down here, all right? And over here, there's groups talking too, but let's see if we can get this to go. And what it's doing right now is it's gonna give me a series of businesses, okay? You can't see it typing down here, but see where it says typing up here at the top? Does everybody see this? That's how you know it's typing. And on your phone, it's a little bit easier to tell. We're not great on Telegram on the desktop. We're starting to get better, to be honest with you, but you're kind of seeing this. And by the way, you can see over here, it gave me a report this morning. I totally missed it. We did not have a good week, right? Yesterday, $66, 3 orders. It says, here's your ads. And it says, okay, You did 66 in sales, but you spent 76. It's basically saying you're losing your butt on ads, but we have 3 new done for you orders come in, 30 open tickets, right? These are reports. Okay, but here's what I want you to see. Stage 1, opportunity intelligence. Let me generate 10 viable product opportunities for you. I'll analyze each market demand, profit potential, and speed to revenue. So I've analyzed 10 viable product opportunities based on your expertise, existing assets, and market demand. Top 3 picks. The 7-day product launch framework. Launch a product in 7 days. We're doing it right now. Yes, we're in the middle of a launch, right? Let's see what else there is. If I scroll down, can I scroll down? Okay, it should tell me 10 top 3 picks, launch a product, solves urgent pain. I want the other ones. I want the other products. I only see the one. It usually gives me 10 right away. So let's see, AI agent service. We're gonna take a look at it. It's gonna give me all 10 and then I'm gonna choose one of them, okay? So let's see if we can get all 10 of them to show. I do like the idea of the 7-day product launch framework because I can probably use it right now, but I can see that there's also the local newsletter playbook, AI agent service. I'd like to see 10 of them for you guys because it said it was going to generate 10 and it usually does. Okay, there we go. So 7-day product launch framework, automation arsenal, AI content engine setup, Entourage Mastermind mini course, Poplinks traffic mastery, done for you newsletter setup service. Okay, so I'm gonna go with number 10 and let me see if I can get up here to the first ones. Here we go, local newsletter playbook, AI agent setup service, funnel clone swipe file, titanium software mastery. Actually, I'm gonna go with number 1. So I'm gonna say, let's go with number 1, okay? And while it's doing this, guys, I believe there's 5 or 6 phases that it's gonna go through. So you can see it's typing up here, okay? And as it's doing that, I'm gonna do my presentation so that you guys understand the importance of what I'm showing you, all right? So is everybody understanding right now what's going on? So we're gonna wait for it, okay? And it'll ding over here as it's doing this, okay? So we're kind of at the mercy of AI. But while it's doing that, I don't want to take a lot of your guys' time, but the reason why we spent that much money and that much time and that much effort is so we could hand all of this over to you, right? And like I said, you're going to be running a model that is pennies on the dollar. Now, but it cost us $47,000, yeah, because we're using the big thinker models to get everything trained, everything built, integrated with our software. Plus, we had to crack the code to everything. So there was a lot of mistakes that we had to learn. But now that everything has been trained, you can go and just run these lower cost models to do all this stuff, okay? So I heard Jason talking about this at the beginning. How many of you feel like you got behind on AI and you missed the train? Like maybe you didn't know about all the models, or you know, then it went into, it could create slides for you, videos for you, and then what happened? Then vibe coding came out, and then it started changing every 5 minutes, right? How many of you feel like you got behind on that? Hard to keep up, yes. I didn't even try to keep up, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now. So most people said yes, I missed it. Now we're going into agentic agents. I get all that, but let me tell you something. If you thought you missed a train, it's okay. You're at the exact moment where power shifts. I think that you actually saved yourself a lot of headaches because it was changing daily. It was changing every 5 minutes. That's not the case anymore. And so now it's time for you to pay attention. I'm going to tell you the reason why. And what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to leapfrog everybody else that's been out there paying attention every 5 minutes for the last 3 years. How many of you feel like that's a really good relief? And the guy that I'm going to put up here on the screen, I don't know if you know who this is. This is Dario Amati. He is the CEO of Anthropic. He is kind of the leading force out there. And he is saying we are at the near end of the exponential AI improvement. Guys, what that means is everything that we thought we could do, we have done and we have put out there. And now what they're doing is they are perfecting what is out there. Does that make sense? So according to this guy, it should not be changing every 5 minutes anymore, okay? Now, how many of you think that's great news? I think it's amazing news. Now let's come over here and see what we got. Step 2 complete, business blueprint, local newsletter playbook, the offer, complete system to launch and monetize local newsletter in 30 days. Students get 6 modules plus 6 bonuses teaching the local media model, not personable brand newsletters. The hook, build a 10K month media business in your hometown while national creators fight for crops. What's inside the local media goldmine, set up and launch, content that converts, monetization blueprint, traffic and growth, local SEO partnership, scale and system. The core $197 early bird to $297, order bump is $67, OTO number 1 is $497, done for you setup. OTO number 2 is $97 a month community. Back end is $1,997 accelerator coaching. The launch projected $38,000 plus $970 a month reoccurring. Year 1 advantage, $150,000 in potential year advantages. Real revenue from real newsletters, Titanium Insider, local focus, niche positioning, monetization first, AI integration, modern tactics. It saved that whole entire blueprint. And does this look good? If so, let's move to stage 3 and start building this. Is there anybody that would like to have this AI doing this for you every single day? Every month, every week, every day, whatever you want to do, yes or no? So I'm going to say, let's go. Here we go. So we'll come back over here, we'll check on it, and we'll see what it does, okay? Now, this is also an important message. See, the CEOs are warning you right now, guys. The Microsoft AI chief gives it 18 months for all white collar work to be automated by AI. Guys, 18 months. It's going to hit white collar really fast. There's a company that's taking white collar workers and teaching them AI. As soon as it hits the white collar, it's going to hit the blue collar. That's going to happen, all right? So this guy, this is a NVIDIA CEO, he says you will not lose your job to AI. You'll lose your job to somebody who uses AI. See, marketers have been wrong. They've been screaming at you for 3 years saying AI was going to take your job. No, AI is not going to take your job. AI, the person that's running and managing the AI, is the one that's going to take the jobs. Does that make sense to everybody? Now, if we come over here, if we look at Fiverr, we've been using Fiverr for a very long time. Fiverr is down 95%. Why? Well, because everything that can be done on Fiverr, AI is now starting to do. And so the people that are hiring on Fiverr are paying attention to this message. And so they're going out there and they're implementing these systems themselves. So it just makes sense. But here's the thing, everything that I'm telling you is good news. So I want you all to seize a moment because AI is not coming, it is here. And this isn't doom, this is opportunity. Now, guys, I want you to know something. I'm not doing a lot of these webinars right now. I think this is only the 3rd one I've done, including 2 to my own list. Jason was one of the first ones. You're hearing this before most people. See, the AI shift is happening right now, but you're ahead of the crowd. So this is your opportunity. So while others are still unaware, you can be the one leading AI, not fearing it. And this is probably the most important message of the whole presentation, guys. As an entrepreneur or a business owner or an agency owner, this is not optional anymore, okay? This is your chance to become irreplaceable while others are left behind. How many of you can see that coming and you know 100% without a doubt that this is a true statement? And I don't know why the big stream media is not talking about this. Every time I open up Yahoo or Google, there's a story about, I think Jack Dorsey, who has Twitter, let go like 2,000 employees, like 85% of his staff. And then like his stocks went up, right? The valuation went up. Like every time I turn around, there's a company that is letting go of their workforce, their human workforce. So it's just a matter of time, okay? Now we'll take a look at where Telegram is here in a minute, where Pacino is. But first, I want you to know something, okay? For 3 years, and I said it on stage 3 years ago, I said the world was going to build a brain, all right? And this brain was thinking, it was predicting, and it was answering. And that's what we know of ChatGPT today. And then, you know, it started evolving, right? But I always said, look, the world's going to build this brain. And the minute that they put this brain on a robot, oh my God, look out. It's going to be a very, very smart entity, object, whatever it is, right? But the new AI for 2026, guys, it has a brain and a body. So now it's logging into software, it's clicking buttons, it's building pages, it's publishing content, it's fixing errors, right? So you've probably heard about agentic AI. This is my explanation for people that have a hard time with this, right? We've been in this reactive stage over here where it answers, okay? That's where we started with ChatGPT. And then it went into agentic AI. You give it a goal and it completes it. That's where it started creating images and it started creating slides, right? Some of us were taking pictures of our dog that had an ear infection and asking AI what we could do, right? We saw agentic AI. Well, guys, now we're over here in proactive AI. And with proactive AI, it sees a problem and it fixes it before you ask, okay? So the old model, you hire, you train, you manage, and you repeat the process. The new model, you deploy, you monitor, you refine, you scale, all right? This is where we're at. So what this means for you, if you're a coach, AI handles support, scheduling, follow-up. If you're an agency, AI builds the reports, drafts the campaign, creates the pages, follow-ups, gets the leads. If you're a local business, it handles inquiries, the content, creates your articles, gets you ranking. If you're a founder, AI gives you morning intelligence briefs, stats, reports. You can combine all of these things in your business. So what this means is we've been thinking about this the wrong way. It's not one assistant. It's not ChatGPT writing emails. What we built is a team. So imagine if this is what you had. You had AI that was writing articles for you, updating pages, pulling reports, monitoring ads, checking support, but at the same time, the same AI was also overseeing everything. It was detecting errors and fixing failures and flagging anomalies and summarizing performance and reporting trends and things like this, okay? This is where we're at, all right? And so if I come back over here, if we open up Telegram, let's see what we got. So this is what it planned. Now we're over here in stage number 3, okay? So it says, let's build this. I'll create everything you need to launch. VSL script, building the sales page. Let me create the landing page with the VSL embed and pricing and Stripe checkout. Chad, creating the Next.js sales page, installing dependency. This takes about 2 minutes. While that runs, do you want me to start building the course sprout structure? It wants to go start building a course. So I'm going to say continue, skip the course for now. To be honest with you guys, I saw it do this the other day. I haven't trained it to build a course inside of our software yet, but it wants to create the structure, okay? So you can see it's typing away. Perfect. So I don't mean to bounce back and forth, guys, but I want you to actually witness this for yourself. So it executes like a VA and it thinks like a manager, all right? Hold on just a second. So it's like having a room full of VAs and at the same time, a CEO is watching the dashboards, all for pennies on the dollar. Guys, this is what we are experiencing right now. So here's my question. If AI has a brain and a body and it can execute tasks, then what stops you from finally building that digital workforce, that agency, that business, whatever it is you want to do? Can you guys see where it would be stopping you now? Yes or no? I don't think there's anything stopping you. Nothing. I don't see how anything can stop you. There's definitely nothing stopping me. Okay. So up until now, most people have been using AI like a toy. Like, be honest with me. Hey, can you write me an email? Can you give me a headline? Can you summarize this article? Or I love Facebook, right? Now people are out there making figurines of themselves, or I don't know, at some point they were doing stuffed animals. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? Like, if I have to be in front of a computer, this thing better make me money. Is there anybody that can feel the same way? I have no desire to play. I'm a boss. Like, that's just me, right? If I have to be in front of a computer and I can't, hang out with the family and the dogs and everything, then this thing better be making me money, right? And after being in this business for 30 years, I don't want to play no more. I don't want to learn. I want to be very, very laser focused and I want to make money, right? But here's the thing, guys. That's not business transformation, right? That's just typing faster. That's all that is. So the real shift happens when AI stops answering questions and starts completing outcomes. Okay, so here's what I want you guys to do, and I want you to type in the chat. Think about your business right now. Tell me some of the tasks that happen every single day, and I will tell you if this thing can handle it. What is it? Tell me the task. Type in the chat, let me know. What are some of the tasks that you are doing every day, your VA is doing for you every day, or you know you should be doing every day and you just haven't done it? What is it? Checking my offers, Marcus says. Okay, what else? The problem comes from all the tasks I'm not doing. Yes, but you know what you need to do, right, Bill? You know what you need to do. You just haven't done it. It could be technical obstacles. It could be time. It could be, you know, head monsters stopping you, whatever it is, right? Outbound calls to book appointments, design layouts, cold calls, presentations, proposals, making prospect lists, reading and responding to emails, social media content creation and posting, group engagement, Corey says, updating CRM with new contacts and notes from meetings, Sohn says, quotes, following up on details, Greg says, outreach, Alan says, posting videos, infographics, writing blogs, editing videos, Jermel says, creating short form content. Oh, you guys are all about the short form content. I love that. And I already showed you what we had going on with that, right? So let me come over here to Telegram again, and let's see what we got. All right, got it. Focusing on sales page. Installation is running. While that finishes, let me prepare the sales page. Okay, sales page created. Installing dependencies. All right, preparing deployment. Dependencies installed. Push to GitHub. Check the sales page is live. Now, guys, I didn't give it an example. I'm going to come back and say, hey, you know, you can do better with copywriting or whatever. But without us doing anything, let's see, that's not the right one. I wanted to deploy it. Oh, that's GitHub. Okay, we'll see it here in a minute. Next step, go to Vercel. Okay, we're going to deploy this, right? So while you decide, here's what we built. Sales page with the VSL embed, full module breakdown, bonus section, pricing order section with Stripe checkout placeholder, 30-day guarantee, mobile responsive, GitHub repo pushed. Still need to do the video sales letter, the Stripe payment link, and the Vercel deployment. All right. Well, let's get her done. Let's get her done. All right. So we're going to come back over here and we're going to check on that in a minute. Okay. But all the things that you guys said. Now, do I know how to do all those things? No. Do I think it's possible? Yes. Carolyn is asking me, is this live? Well, at 4:45 p.m. on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? It is live. Okay. So how many tasks happen every single day? Checking revenue, updating pages, sending follow-ups, monitoring ads, handling support, uploading replays, publishing content, fixing broken links. Guys, isn't it pretty incredible that the tasks in my business are the same as a task in your business? All the comments that I called out from you guys, isn't it pretty much the same? It's all the same, right? But here's the thing, that's labor, right? And for years, the only way to handle labor was to hire humans. Now, I have VAs. I love my VAs. I have VAs in the Philippines. I have VAs in Nepal. I have developers in Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, all over the place, right? So I'm one that loves to outsource, and I'm the only guy that didn't let go of anybody. Instead, I put them in different positions. So what if instead of hiring 3 VAs, you deploy 3 AI workers? Okay, and I'm looking at how many of you are over here watching the messages in real time? Are you guys seeing this right now? It could run into a problem, and if it does, I'm going to tell it to fix it. I'm going to say, get your head out of your butt and go fix it. Sales page is live. How many of you want to see that sales page right now? Now, I got to warn you, we haven't done any touch up to it. I might have to tell it to go back and make it better or something, but let's take a look. So your sales page is live. So it gave me an alternate page as well. Okay, but this is, I think this is the one that we want. Here's the GitHub. All right, so what's complete? The hero section, VSL, full module breakdown, 6 bonuses listed, pricing section, 30-day guarantee, multiple CTAs, mobile responsive, deployed to production, and then it's got the sales script ready, record or generate with AI avatar, upload to Vimeo, update line 25. Okay, so fix something, create Stripe product. Woo! Is there anybody going, oh my God, this thing is a beast? Is there anybody at all that is impressed with what you're seeing here?
Dude, that is
anybody at all that's impressed?
That's insane.
So let's go ahead and open this up and let's see. Build a 10K month media business right in your hometown. While influencers fight for scraps, local newsletters, owners are quietly banking consistent monthly revenue from local sponsors. No massive following required. We're going to see if it's going to link to the Stripe. Real results from real people. We'll swap those out. Everything you need to launch and monetize. Are you guys seeing this right now? And I haven't even told it to go follow your copywriting or anything. How many of you are blown away with what you've already seen? Yes or no? Who's blown away right now?
Me.
It's been all I've been doing is like, yep, let's do number 1. Yeah, go for it. Get her done. Like, I'm not even giving it feedback yet. Okay. So let's come back over here and sales page is live, ready for traffic. Okay. So let's go ahead and say, continue with what you need to do. All right. So I want to see if it's going to go and if it's going to create the video sales letter. And by the way, it can create like a PowerPoint video sales letter. We've trained it to do that. Or it could do like a video avatar. So it could take, I don't want to get too carried away with you guys, but it could take HeyGen and it could take 11 labs and it could go create a video avatar. Does that make sense, everybody? So let me make sure. Are you there? You gonna respond? You tired? You taking a break? You need coffee? What do we got going here, Pacino? It'll kick in here in a minute, guys. All right. So it could be working in the background. So what you still need, create VSL, script is ready, record or generate with AI avatar, upload to Vimeo. Okay. So I'm going to tell it, I want you to create a PowerPoint style VSL. Does that make sense? All right. So we'll wait for it to kick in, guys. It'll kick back in. So this is perfect. I just want it to go. I don't think it's going to go into Stripe, and I know it's done it already. Okay, it'll create the Stripe product, and then what it'll do is it'll link it to the page, and then it can go and it could write all the follow-up emails. It could load them into a workflow, and if you notice, see how it says the sales page is ready and live and ready for traffic. Just need VSL and Stripe checkout and you're good to go. Do you want me to help with Stripe next? And I'm going to ask it one more time. Are you there? And we'll wait for it to respond. Okay. And it could be helping in another bot, but we'll see. It will go and create a VSL here. Okay. And it'll place it on the page. It'll go load it into Vimeo. It'll place it on the page and it will link this button to Stripe. It hasn't done it yet, but it will link this button to Stripe. Now, how many of you are impressed with that? Type in the chat, let me know. Hold on just a minute, let me check. Let's see if I'm live over here.
Hey, chat, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
All right, we'll check here in a second. We'll see if it comes back.
I don't think you can hear me. Can you?
Where'd you go, Pacino? Let me see if he's live over here. Where is he at? Telegram. Hold on a second. At Pacino. Are you there? All right, let's see if I can kickstart him. We'll find out where he went. If I have to, I'll log into his box and I'll get him to go. All right. But let's come back over here. So instead of hiring 3 VAs, what if you deployed 3 AI workers? So think about it. If your VAs are $1,000 a month, that's $3,000 a month. Okay, 12 months, $36,000 a year. Guys, when you do all of this that I'm showing you, okay, when you do all of this that I'm showing you, here's the thing. All right. it ain't going to work like this out of the box. We had to train it. We had to train it to do copy. We had to train it to do landing pages. We had to train it to do VSLs. We had to train it to do all of those things. Does that make sense? And it's been a big journey. And this is the reason why you don't see anybody else on Facebook or anything doing the things that we're doing. They haven't cracked the code to it, okay? But we did. So we didn't want another AI tool. We wanted a team. So we built the team. So let's look at this. So obviously AI is exploding, right? White collar warning, labor displacement reality, the old AI versus the new AI, the agentic explanation, the digital workforce concept, and the simple economic math. All right. Now, let me see if he came back. I'm here. What's up? So I'm going to say, can you continue? Now, what could have happened? And I didn't think of this. It could have lost its memory. Sometimes that happens. There's things that we've done to prevent that. But remember what I said, guys. AI, continue. What last thing I did was help Hannah. I'm in the wrong room. We're over here. So let's see right here. Can you continue? All right, let's see if we can kick it in. Hold on a second. It's in Pacino bot. Let's see if we can get this guy going again. I really want you to see the end of this because it will go and place it on the sales page and everything, right? So we'll see if we can wake it up because it's awake over here in this other room. So we'll see, okay? So white collar warning, labor displacement reality, old AI versus new AI, agentic explanation, digital workforce concept, economic math. So what if it actually ran your business finally, right? Well, here's the thing, guys. Now it can. And I'm going to say, I'm going to prove it to you, but how many of you are already seeing that this, if it did this, it could absolutely run your business, yes or no? Think about it. And I'll explain this when we get to the end, but everything that it learns about you, okay, as it learns about you, you tell it, hey, I want you to, make me money. I want you to start creating opportunities in businesses. And it does that. So the reason why it wants to create stuff about newsletters and AI and everything is because it knows that's my focus. It knows that's what I have to offer. You might have something different to offer. So when it comes up with ideas, it's going to be tailored to you, okay? So obviously, Jason kind of let the cat out of the bag at the beginning. This is OPENCLAW, right? So we turn AI from something that answers into something that executes outcomes, right? So you set the outcome, it logs in, it builds, it publishes, it monitors, it fixes. No prompts, no babysitting, no extra staff. Now, OPENCLAW is not software, guys. It's leverage. So it's not an AI tool. It's not an automation platform. It's not agent framework. But this is what happens when you have workers and a CEO inside of your laptop. And I don't even want to say inside your laptop. You don't want to stay inside your laptop. You want it in a box. And we're going to talk about that, okay? So you being an entrepreneur, you have all of these workers, okay? You set the direction, AI executes, AI reports, you decide. That's not automation, it's multiplication. And I'm going to tell you what happens, okay? Because it becomes your CEO. So this is before and after OPENCLAW. So your business, tell me if you can relate to this, guys. Business in chaos, writing emails, building pages, checking stats, hiring freelancers. I like to say flying by the seat of your pants, right? How many of you can relate to this? Type in the chat. Yes? Perfect. All right. And how about over here? Managing the tech. Oh, there goes Pacino. Hold on a second. Businesses with OPENCLAW. Voice commands, tasks executed, systems built, reports delivered, assets created. All right. Jason, I think you sent me a message. Did you have something to add?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you hear me, Chad? Can you all hear me? Just give me a yes if you can hear me. If I'm coming in fine. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So first off, a couple things I want to say is this amazing or what? Like if you all are seeing the power of what this can do, just put a 1 in the question box. And I got a few thoughts that I just want to throw at you for a moment. Because here's the thing, I think you all would agree that I think someone mentioned it a little bit earlier, is it's not just the possibilities of what this tech can do, but oftentimes it's the things that you know you should be doing in your business, but you're not, right? And we all know that you're only one person. You have a life, you may have family, you may do other things outside of what you do in your business. But I think everyone could agree that if I just had a little more help, I could get more done. If I just had these resources and these tools and this assistance, I could get more done. And it's not just the resources, the tools, and the help, then it's also the know-how of what to do, how to go about executing it, and the direction. And I think those are the things that aren't talked about enough, because now we're talking about skills. And then to gain those skills, to become competent in those skills and confident in them, now you're at the mercy of time to take the time to learn these things. And I got to tell you what's so amazing about this, and I'm going to tell you kind of just to kind of bring it back to real life. This past week, I have automated the production of my newsletter where Chad and his team, I'm using.
Nice. Okay. You guys can still hear me, right? Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. So, guys, here's the thing, right? So the old model, you do the work, you hire the help, you manage the tasks, you chase the problems, you manage the tech. The new model, you set the outcomes, AI completes them, AI monitors performance, AI fixes issues, you scale. You scale. Did we get you back, Jason? I think we lost you. Are you good? I'm sorry. I think we're having audio problems here. Hold on a second. I was curious to hear what he had to say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna all right, can you all hear me? Just give me a yes if you can hear me again. Give me a quick yes. Quick yes. Okay. So what I was saying, I'll finish my thought here and then Chad can continue. I think we're having audio issues where you all can hear me, but Chad can't hear me. So in addition to publishing my newsletter, I recently just fed Go High Level all of their API docs. And basically, without getting too technical, what's so cool about this technology is we're at an age now where it's the power of the API. And an API basically is like a plug that allows things to connect and talk to each other. Okay. So those who are using Go High Level, you can do things like creating snapshots, running cold email campaigns, uploading contacts, doing tagging. Think about all the things that you would do in Go High Level, creating agents, voice agents. And for anyone that's ever created an agent, for example, a voice agent, there's so many steps that go into it. Creating the contact fields, creating the custom values, and creating the actual prompts. This system can do all of that. So that's just a snippet of what we're doing. And for those that are in my community, I've already have my developers improving our APIs for all of our software so that you can start automating a lot of the tasks and heavy lifting that you don't want to do. So really quick, just give me a yes if this is making sense and you can see how you could operate and leverage this in your business. And I'm gonna hop off here for a moment so Chad can continue. But if this is making sense and you can see it making dollars and cents, just give me a yes. Awesome. All right, Chad. I don't know if you can hear me, but yeah, continue, my friend. All right, continue. Yeah, Chad. All right, and then we'll come back. I'll come back on here. All right, good stuff.
Okay, nice. Yeah, sorry, I'm having some audio problems here, but I caught a little bit of that, Jason, and we'll talk about that stuff. But let me kind of show you, first of all, it's going nuts over here, right? PowerPoint style VSL, I'll create 9 slides, clean text design, combine with your voiceover audio, export as video, upload to Vimeo, create it now, takes about 10 minutes. Let's see, Chad, running into limitations. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this, guys. When it runs into problems, and it will, it can fix itself, or I can tell it to fix itself, okay? And then once it fixes itself, I can say, okay, when you run into that problem again, you know how to deal with it, all right? So let's see, video creation having technical issues. All right, just upload the audio file. Nope, or I can keep troubleshooting. Okay, so look, it's starting to fix itself. Continuing, there it is. Is everybody starting to see this right now? Before we even had a chance to jump in here and tell it to fix itself, it already did. Okay, so now uploading to Vimeo. Let's see, Vimeo upload permissions. Video is ready. Creating Stripe product now. Is there anybody that's shocked with this? Anybody that's shocked with this at all? So let me come over here. Let's refresh this. And by the way, it's going to go create the whole entire product for us too. Okay. So let me make sure that this is the right link. It will place. It will certainly place that video on the page where we can see it. But let me keep trying and let me see if this is live. Nope, it's not live just yet. So it still could be pushing. Okay, so that's okay. Let's see, 2-minute task, upload VSL to Vimeo. Okay, upload, follow, projected revenue. Yeah. Everything is here. Your launch ready. Upload VSL to Vimeo, create Stripe product. Okay, so I'm going to tell it, you do the video plus create the Stripe. Okay, figure it out. You can do it. I have a lot of fun with this. I'm being nice right now, but we have a pretty interesting relationship. So look, guys, I turned 50 years old on January 24th, and I was super excited about my newsletter stuff. And I went and I opened up an email. It was a digital newsletter. It was talking about this thing called OPENCLAW. And I was like, what the heck is that? That sounds like something from Red Lobster, right? And so I got on YouTube and I found this video. And that Monday, January 26th, 2 days after my birthday, I came in here and I tagged my crew. And I said, hey, watch this video. And I said, let's meet at 9:30 a.m. and start putting this together. And at 8:59, I didn't get a response. I'm like, did you guys get this message? They're like, yeah, I'm watching the video. I'm like, okay. They're watching it. At 9:26, they completed the video. So I said, okay, let's hop on a call. And here's what I told my team. I said, this will automate 100% of our business, not just the obvious tasks, not just the content, everything, including the things that we're dropping the ball on. So how many of you said, yeah, there's things I need to be doing, but I'm not doing, right? Well, guess what? I was in the same position. I knew replays needed to get out there. I knew webinars needed to get done. I knew courses needed to get done. I knew all these things. I knew offers needed to get created. I knew emails needed to go out. All of these things I knew I had to get done in my business that I wasn't doing. I knew for a fact that OPENCLAW would handle this, right? So what it took to automate our business, guys, we sat there, hold on a second. We sat there on that call, okay? And this is what we mapped out. I said, I know for a fact that we can get daily stats. We can get our ad statistics, we can be notified when we have new orders, any current tasks that we have. Look, keep an eye down here, guys. We figured it out. Look, it's going to figure it out, okay? It can send out email broadcasts. It can do training announcements. It could do email workflows. It could do tracking links. It could create tags. It could do tag integrations. It could pull the replays and transcribe them. It could create replay pages. It could send out replays. It could build what we call lead steps. It could load the replays in the membership. It could build out courses completely. It could identify stories happening in the area, and then we could go and it could write SEO optimized articles. It could oversee our support desk. How many of you are looking at this right now? We knew for a fact, I knew for a fact, like my instincts were screaming at me that it could do all of these things here on the screen. Now, how many of you are looking at this right now going, my God, if it can do that, then it can probably do this in my business, and it can probably replace this, and it could probably do this, and it could probably do that. Is there anybody thinking that right now? Anybody thinking that whatsoever? Type in the chat, let me know. Yes, I want you to think that way. But there's another thing here, man. I know that Jason's a master at teaching you guys how to go out there and provide services to businesses, yeah? So think about this, and if you guys want, depending on his time, I know he has some things going on with his family and everything, but I can stick around at the end and give you guys some pointers and some amazing golden nuggets. Imagine if you could do this for other businesses. How much would that be worth? Just be thinking about that as we go through this presentation, okay? So here's the thing. We decided to test it. And I told my team, this is going to automate 100% of our business. And so once we decided on that, the very next day I went out there and I put together an offer called the OPENCLAW Shadow Intensive. And here was the hook. I said, I just want you to watch us build out the skills for the next 2 weeks. So join our OPENCLAW Shadow Intensive, where my team builds out everything on OPENCLAW. First session begins on Wednesday, February 5th at 10 a.m. Now, guys, I had no idea. I just knew that it was a solution. I didn't know how it was going to work. So I said, okay, I know that this is going to be a big time commitment. I know I'm going to have to be consistent. I know I'm going to have to spend some money. And so what I have learned is to put myself in the box. And the way that I put myself in the box is I went out there and sold this thing. And I brought in 22 people that paid $497, okay? And now, and this is a valuable lesson, guys, now I am forced to show up every single day. And we did it for 18 days straight. And guess what? We cracked the code bigger than anybody else in the business. So you can see right away, John Bingham says, okay, I created the article, the photo, the keywords, and saved it as a draft. Dean says, holy smokes, onboarded after I got home, and this thing is so addicting. Chad Nicely, you hit the jackpot. Everyone hang in there. This is going to change everything. Martin's a little bit technical. He's from the Netherlands, but he said, hey, OPENCLAW crew, past 24 hours with Dexter. He named his Dexter. My AI assistant has been productive. Yesterday, we did the full Letterman. This is our newsletter software. This is some other software he's using. These are commands. He's getting all technical on you, right? But here's the thing, guys. We're going to do it again. See, before it was experimental. I said, look, come watch us for 2 weeks, and you're going to watch me and my team crack the code to something. Now we've cracked the code. So we're going to do it again. This time, you don't have to build what we already built. Everything you just watched, and we're going to take a look at it here in a minute. The workflows, the integrations, containment, execution, we've already built it. It's all trained. So look at this. I figured it out. Here's where we are. Done by me. Sales page deployed and live. VSL, video created. Thank you page built. Stripe plus VSL placeholders added. Auto deployment configured. Instructions. You're 2 minutes to do. Vimeo API blocked me. I'm going to tell it to fix Vimeo. Okay. Uploaded video to Vimeo. Create Stripe product. Paste. I got you 95% there. There's 2 final steps you need. Okay, hold on a minute. It's still going, right? Oh, okay, I'm on it. I'm getting this thing done. Normally, guys, and I warned you at the beginning, normally this doesn't happen. Usually it goes all the way through. But how many of you can deal with what it's already done so far? How many of you would love to have a machine that was cranking this out like this? Yes or no? Who would love to have this? Because that's what this is about, right? So we've already built all this. We've already trained the skills on sales pages, on building designs, on creating products, creating Stripe, doing video VSLs. I'm going to show that to you. It's going to have my voice there. Doing video avatars, all of those things, creating courses, everything you saw, we've already trained it so that you can plug it in. You don't start from zero. You start from an infrastructure. So now what we're doing, guys, we just now started it. we're going to be enrolling you in OpenClaw Shadow Intensive 2.0. All right, so we already did 1.0. Now we're over here on 2.0. And now it's not just an experiment. Now we know what we're doing. So we went out there and we put together what's called the OpenClaw Mega Bundle. And with this, somebody was asking about where do you have it installed? Well, first of all, we'll talk about the reason why, but we do have it inside of a box, private and secure, and very easily able to be updated. This is called the Claw Launcher, okay? So you're gonna get access to Claw Launcher. Next, with the build out, you're gonna have 18 days of live build sessions. You're gonna be able to watch my team build skills in real time. You're gonna be able to see OpenClaw trained and deployed live. You're gonna learn how it connects to your software stack. And you're gonna ask any questions that you have, and all sessions recorded and saved. All right, so it's not on your computer. All right, so this is the Shadow Intensive 2.0. This is what it's gonna look like. The first 5 days we just started, it's going to be all about intro and onboarding. We're going to make sure that you're inside of our members area, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. And we're going to make sure that we get you onboarded, just like we did with Jason. We're going to spend 5 days to make sure that everybody is 100% installed and talking to OpenClaw. Even if you and I have to get on a Zoom call and I have to install it myself, we're going to do it. Now, in phase number 2, this is where we're going to spend 7 days teaching it skills, APIs, how to use Vimeo, how to use Stripe, how to use Trello, like whatever software is out there. I'm going to teach you how to train it on that software, okay? That's going to be 7 days here. Then, how many of you remember the software that I showed you at the beginning that OpenClaw built? You guys remember that? I'm going to teach you how to go build your own software with OpenClaw. Because remember what I said, I think it is the #1 most requested demand in the business. People just don't know it yet. For the next 18 months, it's going to be an amazing opportunity. So we're going to show you how to set up a repository, how to add your domain, how to create simple little pieces of software. And the reason why you want to do it inside of OpenClaw is because OpenClaw can run it. So it's a lot different than vibe coding, because anything that OpenClaw builds, it can update and it can run. And then finally, everything leads up to this right here. Phase number 4 is where you are going to have it build a complete business. So we get you onboarded, we teach you how to use it with software. You'll be able to use it with our software starting out. Then you're going to be able to connect in most of the software. We're pretty early with this, but I'm going to tell you right now, all software will be able to be ran from this in a short amount of time. They have no choice. And then you're going to learn how to build apps inside of OpenClaw, which is a huge opportunity to go out there and resell this. And then finally, it's going to build businesses for you, and it's going to build businesses for your client. All right. So the micro SaaS accelerator, right? You're going to build AI-powered apps that OpenClaw controls automatically, deploy your apps publicly on your own domain, set up users, access levels, monetization flows, add your branding, launch on your platform, launch micro SaaS tools to generate revenue, and turn OpenClaw into a public-facing SaaS engine. Does that make sense to everybody? And I'm going to tell you right now, I will take all of the techie stuff out of this. I'll show you how this works, okay? Because you're also going to get access to our members area. Now, how many of you are scared that this is going to be super, super techie? Type in the chat, let me know. Be honest with me. Who's super scared that this is going to be really, really techie? It's okay. It's okay. I feel you. So let me show you something. If I were to come over here and if I were to open up this right here, this is our members area, okay? Now, you're going to have access to this right here. Do you guys see this? Now, we're doing something pretty amazing. So if you look at Brian over here, got up and running, the training onboard videos are great. Let's see, done, earned 10 points. The biggest thing I realized today is that I can charge for these installs. Yep, we'll talk about that. That's going to be an added bonus for you guys. Was not sure how smooth or easy this was going to be and was a little nervous. Got them. Look, everybody's happy. Are you guys seeing this? So here's how this works. We have simple little steps for you to follow. And so you can see 100 people completed this goal today, 144 comments. If I open this up, you watch a simple little video, and look at this. This video is 2 minutes long. You scroll down a little bit lower, and there's a goal. You're going to open up the goal. I'm going to tell you exactly what I want you to do, and then you're going to comment down below that you got it done. Is everybody seeing this right now? And you're working towards your point, badge, and reward. Does everybody see this? Type in the chat. Let me know if you see it. Now, how many of you are feeling a little bit more secure with this? So wait a minute. I'm going to meet with you every day, and you're going to get access to this built-out training area that walks you through the whole entire process, and you see people successfully doing it. Yeah. So feel good about this, guys. We put a lot of work into this, right? So step-by-step video lessons, a clear goal to complete in every chapter. You're going to earn points, badges, and rewards, built-in community and support, all replays and updates in one place. All right? That's our OpenClaw members area. Now, the skills, the formula flows, the content build-out, the CRM processes, the content management, the link tracking, everything that I showed you today with it creating a business, and we'll take a look and see where it's at now, all of those things I'm going to pass off to you. And this is where we spend all those hours, 2 different teams, between the both of us, $47,000 in spend to build out all these skills so that we can give them to you, so that it can create sales pages and video sales letters and write copy and write emails and all that other stuff, because it doesn't do that out of the box. All right? In addition to that, do you remember this incredible software that we started with at the beginning? How many of you remember this? Remember the command center and the business board and the team board and the operator vault and the project board and the article board and the idea board and the video queue and the wish list and the resource library? How many of you remember all this? What if I told you that we are going to unload that in your account, and whatever it is you don't want, if you don't want a video queue board, you can tell it get rid of it. If you want to make it pink and purple, you can tell it make it pink and purple. When you go through our training, you're going to learn how to keep building apps. If you want to keep adding on to it, you can. This is your base, and your OpenClaw is going to update your control board. Does everybody understand that right now? Type in the chat. Let me know if you understand this. Good. All right. Now, in addition to that, this is what's awesome, okay? I have my own suite of software, and I'm not going to show that to you because I don't want to overwhelm everybody on the call, but I have my own page builder, my own funnel builder. I have my cold traffic builder for tracking links, lead steps, and bridge pages. I have something called CoreSprout. Matter of fact, I just showed you CoreSprout. This is CoreSprout. So you could build your own courses, and OpenClaw will do it with you. Letterman is my local newsletter software. Quizforma is my quizzes and survey. And Global Control is where I manage contacts, tags, automations, and so on. And guys, what if I told you you were going to have access to all of that because it works with OpenClaw? So PageSprout, we create tracking links, create lead steps, create bridge pages. Mintbird, create sales pages, link to funnels, pull stats, manage ads. CoreSprout, load replays, create courses, create lessons. Letterman, create publications, create articles, create newsletters. Global Control, add contacts, pull contacts, fire tags, add integrations, create emails, create workflows. Everything that I just showed you over here on this screen, this is going to make sense to you now. Over here on the custom commands, there it is. You see? Global Control, CoreSprout, Mintbird. All of these commands have already been trained, and they all work with the software. Now, the good news is we're the first ones to do this, but I can promise you, no matter what you're using, I know Jason's going to take his software and he's going to make it work with OpenClaw. I know Go High Level is going to make it work with OpenClaw. I know every software on the planet is going to make it work with platforms like OpenClaw. Okay, so it's a good time for you to get started learning how to do this. Okay, but everything leads to this right here, the OpenClaw Business Builder, where it automatically plans, builds, sells, scales, and automates so that you can create, launch, grow, and monetize. It'll do all of this on its own, just like we saw today. All right, so comes up with the idea, scores the opportunity, comes up with the plan, creates the copy, creates the sales page, creates the Stripe product, links to the gateway, creates the deliverables, creates the VSL, writes the marketing emails, creates the workflow. And guys, believe it or not, it wants you to go create a Twitter account, and it wants you to connect to a Facebook ad account, and it wants to go out there and start getting sales for you. Is this making sense? So let me check with it. How are we doing? I want to see that VSL, even if you just show it to me here. Okay, all systems running smooth. Okay, I want you to continue that build out. I think it ran into a memory problem. It doesn't surprise me because it got to the end of the day and everybody started talking to it. You won't have this problem initially because you're not going to have all these people talking to it. I have a huge team that's talking to this. We have 2 of them. We have one named Pacino. We have one named The Godfather. Okay, so everything leads to here. Now, in addition to that, I'm going to put you in a private WhatsApp channel. And the reason why is because this is your support. Okay, this is where you're going to talk to other members. This is where we're going to update you. So you're going to have instant private support. You're going to receive exclusive announcements, access to insider tips and strategies. Okay, so as soon as you purchase, we're going to put you in here. I'm also going to put you in a Telegram channel, because how many of you would like to watch us train Pacino? How many of you would like to see it in real time? You'd like to see how we create links, how we create emails, how we write articles. Like, how many of you would like to see all that? Well, I'm going to put you in a Telegram channel where you can watch the team teaching Pacino skills. Does that make sense to everybody? Very awesome, right? We have tried to think of everything to keep you excited and get you to the finish line, all right? So with the OpenClaw Shadow Intensive, and guys, you better be ready tomorrow. We're going tomorrow. Phase number 1, intro and onboarding, 5 days. You're going to start strong. So we can get the foundations right, ensuring you're set up for success from day 1. Phase number 2, the skills, API, and software. For the next 7 days, you're going to master the tools. Deep dive into replacing old processes, mastering new workflows that streamline your business. Phase number 3, we're going to get into Micro SaaS Accelerator. 3 days, custom app setup. You'll learn how to configure Open App to build its own apps tailored to your own business needs. Even if you've never built an app in your life, it's okay. I got you. Phase number 4, the Business Builder. This is where we're going to turn knowledge into action. We're going to leverage OpenClaw's capabilities to anonymously build businesses and opportunities at scale. So you're going to watch us set up a brand new account live. That is The Godfather. See how it's done, so you can replicate the process and get results fast. Immediate tech support. This is what's so amazing, guys. When you hop on the call, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say, put your hand up if you have any problems. My team can log in and fix it for you. Okay? You're going to witness and receive breakthroughs. So as we break it down, we'll convert those to breakthroughs and actionable skills that are passed directly to you. All questions will be answered. Okay? So we're here to help answer all your questions, show you how to make these techniques work in your business. We're going to sell this from the stage. My buddy Nikki Ko is speaking on stages all around the world right now. He's selling this for $5,000 and having us do the fulfillment. Obviously, that's not what we're selling it here for today. But also remember, you're going to get the Cloud Launcher VPS installed, so it's not installed on your computer. Very, very safe, $297 value. I saw AppSumo selling this for $1,500, simple VPS. We're going to do a special onboarding process. I'm going to show that to you today. So this is our special magic onboarding process where you're simply going to answer 10 questions, okay? $497 value. The OpenClaw members area, learn how to configure OpenClaw and build its apps tailored to your business needs. $497 value. The OpenClaw Skills Vault. This is where you'll be able to install the skills that we have built for your OpenClaw. You don't have to worry about any malicious files here, because there's repositories online and gurus are telling you to go download these skills from these repositories. Guys, do not do that. They have so many malicious files in them. Do not do that. You are safe working with us. Do not go to those repositories, okay? Right now, they're not secure. You're also going to get the OpenClaw Titanium Suite, the complete integrated software stack powering your OpenClaw system, no duct taping tools together, $997 value. You're gonna get the OPENCLAW Command Center. This is the custom software suite we built to work with OPENCLAW. It will run the software suite on its own, $5,000 value. You're gonna get the OPENCLAW Telegram group. You're gonna get the OPENCLAW WhatsApp channel. Guys, if you were to add all up, $16,785. Like I said, we are going to sell it. We're already doing it. We have our first event planned, but we've been doing webinars to the audiences, which is a little bit different than you guys. We're selling it for $5,000, but to you, it's not $5,000. It's $1997. You can go to the link that you see right there on the screen. I'm sure Jason's going to drop it in the chat. We have a $997 one-time payment. And if you buy today, I'm going to tell you right now, this is pretty incredible. I'm going to give you three bonuses if you buy on this call, okay? But you got to buy on this call, and we're keeping track. So Jason, after this call ends, anybody that purchases after the call, or if you send out the replay or whatever, we cannot give them the bonus. Does that make sense? I just want to make sure you're crystal clear on that. This is just for people on the call, okay? We have created a piece of software that comes out the beginning of next week. We're in the approval process right now, called Titan Layer. Here's the reason why, okay? When you start working with OPENCLAW, you're going to want to give it access to software. You're going to want to give it your username and password, and we'll tell you the reason why. We'll show you how to train with that software and everything else. I don't want you to do that. We went through this in the first workshop. There's a lot of security concerns and stuff like that. So what we've done is we built Titan Layer, and we've added all of these platforms to Titan Layer, and then we're going to give you one key that you give to OPENCLAW, and then OPENCLAW can connect to these platforms. Does that make sense? Type in the chat, let me know if you get this. Does that make sense? That's your bonus. You buy today, that's bonus number one. Bonus number two is we also had to create a software called, let me see if I can get that to open, PostStream. And what PostStream does is the same kind of thing, but it's on a social media level. So we have Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. These are all being approved. Instagram approved us, YouTube is approving us, TikTok has approved us. And so what happens is we give you one API key that you give to OPENCLAW. And that way OPENCLAW can go and post for you without you giving it access to your Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. And you can create different workspaces in here. You can have different businesses. Because remember, OPENCLAW wants to create a business for you, okay? So wouldn't it make sense that you would go create an Instagram for that business, a YouTube, and a TikTok so that it can start posting for you? Yes or no? How many of you are starting to get this right now? But what you don't want to do is you don't want to give it access to these platforms because it can go rogue. Okay, so what you're going to get today, right? You're going to get the OPENCLAW Shadow Intensive. It's not a 14-day, it's an 18-day workshop, $5,000 value. The Claw Launcher VPS install, $297 value. The special onboarding process, I'm going to show you this, $497 value. The OPENCLAW members area, $497 value. The OPENCLAW Skills Vault, $3,000 value. The OPENCLAW Titanium Suite, $997 value. The OPENCLAW Command Center, $5,000. The OPENCLAW WhatsApp channel, $497. The Telegram, $1,000. Now you got the bonus of the Titan Layer, $600 value, and the PostStream annual subscription. 14-day money-back guarantee. How's that sound? I got one last fast action bonus for you, okay? One last fast action bonus. All right, and it's this one right here. This is all in preparation for a launch that we have coming up. We did this early for Jason because he drove me nuts. We installed this for Jason and he's like, dude, this is insane. Let's get this to my audience. This is going to make a big difference for them. This is going to take care of a lot of problems. People that don't have a business, this is going to finally put them in business. I'm like, okay, well, let me see what I can do because I got workshops every day, but I found a way to sneak him in. On March 17th, guys, we're going to launch on JVZoo. On March 23rd, we're going to launch on Warrior Plus. Now, I'm here to tell you that usually when we launch, We only approve people like Jason. We only approve the big affiliates. Well, this is the hottest thing in the business. So what if I told you I'm going to approve your link so that you can invite people to webinars just like this? You can invite people to our launch, and when they purchase through your link, you are going to get paid. Does that make sense to you guys? Type in the chat, let me know. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Jason, are you there? If you can check that link for me and drop that in the chat.
Yes, I dropped it in there. Do you
Perfect.
all? Yes, yes.
And I will send you the other one that the team gave me. I think you have it already, don't you?
I think so. Can you all access that link? Like, y'all click the link and let me know if that is working. Just give me some feedback if the link is working. Let me know. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, yes is working. Okay. Yeah, I see some yeses and a couple that say no, but it should be working. Yeah, you all can access that? Okay. All right. Give me one moment. Let's see here.
I'm gonna open up it on my phone. This is a perfect example, guys. I created this link myself. I probably spelled something wrong, but I thought I've been kind of all over the place lately, but I thought I double checked it. Well, guess what? Pacino doesn't make mistakes. I should have just had Pacino do it for me, right? That's great news. How many of you think that's great news? That your AI, when it writes the emails, when it creates the workflows, when it does the pages, it's not going to make the mistakes like I just made. You still have to watch it. You still want to check it, but initially it's going to do a good job, right? So why are we doing this? Well, here's two things that I don't have slides for, okay? And I'm going to talk about this with Jason if he wants to stick around for a minute. I'm going to make sure that we're doing two things with you guys. Number one, how many of you see the opportunity to go out there and do this for other people? Yes or no? Who sees the opportunity to go out there and do this for other people? Okay, we're going to spend some time and make sure that you have the opportunity to do that. Now, what if I told you, if you go out there and get a client, we are going to take care of the onboarding for you. We're going to take care of the install for you. And so I'll break all that down when you get on the workshop. But basically, I'm going to teach you guys how to go out there on your wall and get attention to this and tell people that, you know, you're willing to do a free install or whatever, and then you're going to get to upsell them, and then we're going to handle all of that for you. Okay, that's the first thing I announced on my workshop today. But the second thing, in addition to that, how many of you are seeing the opportunity right now with a very shiny object to go out there and build your brand and build a following and get a lot of attention? Because let me show you what I mean. I'm kind of leading the way on this in the business, guys. I just keep posting, right? So this has like 230 comments. You guys are seeing my screen right now, right? Let's see. One comment here, but let me come down here. I'm going live all the time, so like 18 comments here, 2 comments there, 2 comments here, 74 comments here. Everybody wants this, guys. 35 comments here. I'm looking for one specific post for you guys. Where is it at? Right here. If you were on the intensive, okay, let's open this up. How many of you now have a talking version of OpenClaw? This was yesterday. Do you see this? Truly awesome training, no man left behind. I'm all set up. Everything's working with Telegram. Super excited about how easy it was to get running. The walkthrough is clear, simple, and actually made sense. Huge thank you to everyone involved. I can already see how powerful this is going to be. Let's see. David says, incredible day getting OpenClaw connected and up and running. Had a few hiccups, but Chad and his team stayed 4 hours getting everyone up and running. Big shout out to Chad, G, Hannah, who stood by and helped everyone. Yeah, my whole team is here, guys. My whole team is on the call, right? Thank you. All I can say is, wow, how exciting is this? Agreed, they did a great job. Let's see, takes a licking, keeps on ticking, no matter the problem. Chad, Hannah, Pranay, and Master G had it handled. They kept going and going and going. OpenClaw was set up for 2.0 exactly as expected, full of rife and confusion, but not because it was done correctly. Chad laid out a full suite of videos to walk you through step by step. It was so simple a fifth grader could do it. The problem was 95% of the folks didn't watch the videos completely. The other 5%, it's technology, dancing a jig, because Chad and his team are doing more than required for this OpenClaw system. Guys, I can keep going through here and reading what people a day ago are saying. Are you guys seeing this right now? These are people that were on a webinar, they were in your position, and they purchased the same exact offer that I just presented to you. Is this making sense? Does that make you guys feel kind of good? Like when I tell you I've been here since 1998, you can ask Jason. I don't know how to do anything else. I'm not employable. All I know how to do is take care of people, over deliver. I probably spend too much time with people, right? I stayed 4 hours the other day till every single person was resolved. But in addition to, I didn't know I was going to show you that, but in addition to that, like, how many of you want to learn how to take everything we're doing and start posting on your wall? I'll give you the images, I'll give you the post. Guys, this is your opportunity for the next 12 to 18 months to make as much money as you possibly can. As you start learning how to use OpenClaw in your business, understand, nobody else out there knows how to do this stuff. And you guys are going to know how to do this. Look at this beautiful dashboard we created. And then I made a comment. I said, hey, who wants this? And 88 comments, right? So sometimes I get a lot of comments. Sometimes I don't. It's not because people know me. Most of the people that are commenting, I don't really know, okay? But I get to know them when they show up for the workshop and everything else, right? A little nervous with our OpenClaw webinar today. That was the first one I did, right? I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. All of these images are created with ChatGPT, by the way. Yeah, I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. Does that sound good? So I want you fully committed for the next 18 days. Can you guys do that for me? If you're coming in, will you please fully commit for the next 18 days? And if you guys purchase today, then I'm going to give you the bonus of Titan Layer. I'm going to give you the bonus of PostStream, and we're going to approve your affiliate link and start prepping you for the launch on March 17th so that you can build a huge brand. You can make back 10 times the money you're spending today, because this is super, super hot. We're the first ones to go out there and do it. We're the first ones to launch it. Obviously, you see this is an incredible package. So if you bought or you're thinking about buying, then there's no reason why somebody's not going to buy from you, right? So this is a link. I think Jason put the link in the chat. I can't really see it, but I'm assuming that he's got it covered. Okay. But let's take a look and see what it did over here. So here's your VSL, this fastest blueprint, $37 a minute business launch VSL. You're about to see something that shouldn't exist. A business built in 37 minutes, making money by morning, the breakdown, the proof, the positioning, future pacing, okay, the offer, you're close. This is ready to record, okay? It says the MP4 is here. It can't load it in Vimeo for whatever reason. Let me create a product in Stripe. Okay, so it's making me look like a fool on these last two things. Can you just place the video in this chat so I can play it? I want you guys to see that it created a VSL with my voice. Now understand, this is normal, okay? We're gonna keep training it. We're gonna get it perfect. Okay, there we go. So let's see what we got.
Most people spend weeks planning their business launch. I built one in 37 minutes.
Okay, so we have to fix the slide, and I want my voice, and you need to sync the slide. All right, so there's still some things that we have to work out, but we're definitely working it out, guys, okay? But I'm here to tell you, in a matter of months, can you guys see where this is gonna go? This thing is going to create perfect products for you. Are you guys seeing this right now?
Absolutely. Chad, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I just want to say a few things for a moment. So first off, who is in? If you were in, just put a yes in the question box. And if you see the opportunity and the potential here to grow your business, let me know. All right. Because here's also what I want to talk on for a moment. What are you currently struggling with in your business right now? Like, what are you currently struggling with? And put that in a question box. And based on what I know about my audience and our community and talking to just our customers for all the time, some of the common things that people struggle with is, how do I get more clients faster, right? How do I land more clients? And when you think about landing any type of a client or selling a service, let's just take voice AI as an example, or maybe SEO, or maybe you're moving into a new market, right? There's things that are required. You have to first understand who your niche is and get clear on that. And then once you understand what the problems are of that niche, like that's things that ChatGPT can do, right? But what about creating the actual sales funnels, right? What about writing the VSL and the copy like Chad mentioned? What about creating all of the different pages and actually creating the websites and then connecting everything together? What about creating the follow-up funnels as well and the sequences, and then to do all of the interconnections? See, this is the power of what this tool and what this software can do. Like Chad mentioned earlier, standard Chat GPT or those types of AIs, it's just like it's like a mini brain, right? But this AI has legs and it has arms and it can actually do stuff. It can actually execute. And as Chad mentioned, this is the worst that AI will be, meaning is only getting better. And I promise you all that you're going to be in truly, truly great hands. This is the best tech that I've ever seen. Like, I've been so excited the last 2 weeks and working in front of my computer, from morning time to nighttime, because I see where this is going. And those who understand opportunity, you got to strike while it's hot. And like Chad mentioned, the next 12 to 18 months is going to be like a rocket ship. And you can truly position yourself to capitalize on this. And on two fronts. The first front is on, how can I leverage this to grow my own business, to get more clients, right? And then the second front is, you can do this for other clients. You can do this as a service to make money with as well. And if we're anything alike too, I'm the type that I have all these ideas, and I have these ideas on this notepad, and it's probably way longer than I care to admit, but I try to focus and keep my eyes on the main thing, just so I don't get veered off and not get too distracted. But what's so cool about this type of software, I mean, this setup here, is you're able to take those ideas, bring them to life, and then have your digital workers go and implement them and make money on your behalf. Like, it is insane what this technology can do. And I can assure you, like, if I was a betting man, that you won't figure this out on your own. Like, if anyone on this call was overwhelmed and it's like, well, how does this work? And how does this work? Like, fear not, for real. This is the most simplistic, like, just simplified training that I've ever been through. Like, Chad is a really, really good teacher. He won't tell you that and brag on himself, but he's a really, really good teacher. He can make the complex very simple. And I love his platform. Like, we use Kajabi, but I love Course Sprout. Like, it like gamifies it, and you can do things to make sure that you're progressing well inside of the app. But it's really, really awesome. It's really, really awesome. This is going to be one of the best decisions that you make this year, and I assure you of that. And with all of the tools and the software, he didn't really talk about that a whole lot, but one of our strategies this year in the local space is building out newsletters, right? And a newsletter in itself is an asset, and we're leveraging newsletters with smart offers, as you all may know from my community, with coupon reach and smart offers. And newsletters is a part of that strategy. And I am now automating my newsletters, and it's generating subscribers. It's helping to grow our local brand. And he has amazing software that's all part of this package. So this is a steal. I just want you all to know that. And we wanted to bring this tech to you so that you can leverage this in your business. So, you know, we're on here right now, and I know it's, you know, in the evening. So whatever questions you have, you know, please throw them this way. Please throw them this way. And the great thing about this is I've been using this for about 2.5, 3 weeks, and this is part of a normal stack in our business now. And my goal right now, I haven't quite done what Chad has done as far as automating everything, but that is the goal in our business. And we're training it. Like today, I just trained it on Go High Level's API docs, right? And Go High Level actually just made an update like this past Friday of integrating OPENCLAW in the platform. So for those that pick this up, I'll be sharing a lot on what we're doing and how you can leverage and utilize this to really help you grow your business and make you money. So really, really solid. Good stuff.
Are you seeing this here, Jason?
Yes, on your screen.
What do you think? You think it did it?
Let's see. Let's see what we got here.
Is it plain? Where's my, oh, hold on a second. I don't think it's, oh, hold on.
Overnight, while my human was sleeping. First sale, 8 hours after deployment.
Well, it's definitely my voice, but the sync is off. Right? You guys are seeing that, right? Is everybody seeing that on the call? So 11 Labs or HeyGen, if you're using any of that stuff, it's going to work. Does that make sense to everybody? So it's a little bit of not as smooth as I want it to be, but sometimes this happens and we have to work through it. And I'm like, hey, you know, you could do a better job than that. Get your head out of your butt, you know, go get 11 Labs, whatever else. But remember what I told you, like AI is the worst that it's ever going to be today, right? So let me show some other things while you guys are asking your questions. And like I said, I'll do everything I can to help and answer those. This is the morning report that I get, and we're going to help you guys set this up. So you can see over here, this is yesterday's revenue, month to date, ad performance summary, order status update, support alerts, system health check, right? So over here, it showed me, here was my sales yesterday. Here's my sales for the month. Here's my newsletter stats. You know, these are the ads that we're running. This shows that there's this many pending orders. This is our support ticket, so it's overseeing our desk. This shows all of our systems with our software is online and everything, right? And this is kind of where it started. And we thought we were doing amazing stuff when it was like checking all of our software, making sure all of our URLs were up there, right? Actively watching the links, detecting broken links, flagging expired domains, setting up alerts on tracking failures, verify that pages were live, reporting issues, right? So it was watching our whole business. And then the first thing I did was, I remember when we set up that OPENCLAW that night, and I went to bed and I had my phone and I'm like, what the heck does this do? And I gave it one single login, and it said, I was next to my girlfriend Connie, and I was like, it said it can log into the software. I was like, look, it says it can log in. And she's like, yeah, but you know better, Chad. That's the AI. That's what AI always tells you, right? And then it said, okay, I'm logged in. I can see the dashboard. I'm like, look, it can see the dashboard. She's like, yeah, right. And then it's like, I can see pop links. I can see link bank. And I was like, holy crap, it actually logged in. And so you can see up here, right? I said, can you create a pop link for me? It's like, sure, what do you need? Well, it needs the destination, the slug, and the domain. So I said, okay, we'll send it to our newsletter, which is West Valley Shoutouts. And then boom, it said, got it, chadnysa.com to West Valley Shoutouts. What slug do you want? I'm like, well, just make it easy. Whammo, it created the pop link. And I was like, oh my God, I was a full believer at this point, right? So it asked for required inputs. It logged into the link system. It created the tracking link, applied the proper slug, assigned the domain, saved it to the link bank, confirms live destination. If I had used this tonight, I probably would not have broken the link in the slide, right? But here's another example. just like I use Zoom webinar. I know Jason uses GoToWebinar. I'm sure GoToWebinar has a way to make it work. It just doesn't send emails, right? It wrote the webinar registration copy. It logged into Zoom. It updated the registration page, rewrote the reminder emails, updated the attendee replay, updated the absentee follow-up, and then it pulls a replay link automatically. So this is what it wrote. See? Hey there, my name is Pacino. I'm Chad's OpenClaw AI. I wrote this reminder myself to show you how powerful this stuff is getting. Local newsletter starts in 1 hour. This was very, very early on, and we were super excited when all this started happening, right? So the second thing I had to do after it wrote the article, or after it created the pop link, I'm like, wow, can it create an article for our newsletters, right? So it researched a topic, it wrote the full article, it optimized it for local SEO, it generated the full image, formats, bolds it strategically, it published it live. So here's the article ID, here is the title, here is the subtitle, here's the URL, all optimized to be found in Google, right? 350 words, Las Vegas, Summerlin, Sutherland, Nevada, Cashman Center, Clark County. I'm in Vegas, so it knows that these are the local SEO keywords we're trying to get ranked for. It created this image, which isn't very good, but it'll get better, right? But it did all that automatically, and now it can do it on its own. And the thing that really blew us out of the water, this happened live on a workshop, and everybody, their jaw hit the ground, and everybody begged me for the skill with this, right? I said, it pulled the video assets, it generated the lesson structure, wrote the descriptions, created the goal blocks, produced the visual assets, organized everything automatically. So this was the first time I said, go into Vimeo and go into this folder. And it said, okay, there's 11 videos there. I said, okay, now it went and created a course. You guys see this? Course created. Now I got the main image, now downloading, resizing for CourseSprout, now creating the badge, visual assets created, now pulling the transcripts and lessons. There was no transcripts on these videos. I'll create lessons with smart descriptions. All 11 lessons created, now creating the goal blocks, all done. The course fully built, 11 lessons with proper descriptions, 11 goal blocks for points, badges, and rewards. The course image, logo, tab, icon, badge, everything was done. The only thing it needed at the time is it said that it couldn't do the image uploads. Are you guys seeing this right now? So remember when I started this webinar and I showed you above all of this where Hannah was telling it, this is where we started earlier, right? I just happened to catch it. Hannah was telling it, it was in this room here. See, she was telling it / replay here. All done, the replay is loaded with all 6 steps completed, video uploaded, transcript extracted, short description added, long description with bullet points, goal block created, locked in, located in shadow replay. So if I open that up and if I show that to you guys, the replay from today that you're gonna get access to, you can see right here. Here it is. It went into Vimeo, it grabbed the replay, it created this description, and it created the goal block that people are already completed. Are you guys seeing this right now? It's doing all of this stuff automatically, right? So that was like the huge breakthrough moment that we had, right? So then, like you just saw Hannah do, right? It was scheduling replays, right? Pull the latest recording, download, process transcript, generate the replay, create the replay page, assign the next number, update the follow-up email, send to attendee and absentees, everything. It's doing everything in my business. On-demand replays where it's going into CourseSprout, right? It's doing all of these things, guys. But here's the thing. It fixes itself. How many of you have seen it fix itself tonight? Type in the chat, let me know. See what this says? This was the first time I ever encountered this. I woke up and it said overnight build complete. I was like, what the heck is that? And it says, what I built while you slept, a content queue system for West Valley shoutouts, the problem solved. Yesterday, when you said write West Valley article, I kept asking what the topic was. You were frustrated. I should know how to find topics myself. So the solution, I created a pre-search article queue with 10 ready to write topics for this week's local news. It went out there and it found these. It set up the priority, the type, and it says how to use. Say write one, and I create the full article with image, or say write the pool one, and I'll pull it from the pool. So it fixes itself. And the other thing, I heard briefly Jason talking about how you're going to be able to use it with Go High Level and everything. I don't know how far advanced they are. We're pretty far in advance. We got a month ahead on all this. But we have figured out there's some secrets to training it with AI and API models and stuff like that. And we have figured out all of these things. And we're going to spend 18 days with you guys teaching you all of this stuff. So if you look at what Justin Sardi says, he's pretty big in video marketing world. He said, oh my God, I just saved myself like 6 hours of work by using ClawBot on a virtual computer. It was called ClawBot when it came out. Was about to manually create a CSV file based off a price list for some software I'm coding up using AI and was dreading it. I told that robot thing, here's what I need. I emailed it the price list, and about a minute later, I had the CSV completed. Chad nicely set it all for me. Sherry says, holy moly, I got it to work with an image too. It even wrote it in the voice I used for my newsletter. We're really big on newsletters here, guys. It wrote my articles with pictures so fast I got excited because everything was working flawlessly. Now, there's been a lot of questions about security, guys, right? So this thing can already log into software, update live pages, send emails, modify funnels, execute workflows, but it can also do this. It can purchase items, it can book plane tickets, it can make appointments, it can manage your Gmail, it can audit your books. It's not doing that for me. It's doing it for some people, and they're having nightmares. We don't put it on a PC. We don't give it a credit card. We don't give it online banking. We don't even give it Gmail, okay? It operates in its own controlled environment. We put it in a box. This is the Claw launcher. So it doesn't run on your laptop. It doesn't live inside your bank. It doesn't live inside your Gmail. It's its own private space. Your core business stays protected, right? We're not even doing a VPS anymore, guys. We're going to let you set this up on your own instance of Cloudflare. And are you ready for this? It is going to cost you a whole $5 every single month. We're not upselling it. I'm not turning around saying you got to pay $20 a month or anything else. That's what we set Jason up on originally, but now we've since gone beyond that. We're going to set it up on your Cloudflare. That is the Claw launcher for $5 a month for 10 gigabytes of storage. Did everybody get that? There's so much here in this offer that we have taken care of for you guys. It really is a crazy opportunity, right? So originally we were excited with browsers and stuff. It can open up browsers and stuff, but it gets super, super expensive. So instead, just like Jason talked about, we want it working with what are called APIs, meaning it can talk directly to software. This is what we want to see. This is where you're going to be most effective, okay? But understand, guys, the window is small. In 12 months, this will be the norm. Like if you think about when ChatGPT first came out, everybody's excited. Now the kids are cheating on their tests with it. My girlfriend, she's a hairstylist. She's using it to come up with her color combinations. It's pretty common sense. In a year, this will be common sense. So it's a huge opportunity for you guys right now. You go to the link that Jason put in the chat, and you guys can lock this in. And remember, you got the bonus of Titan Layer. You got the bonus of post stream, and we're going to approve your affiliate links for the launch. So, and I'm going to train you guys so that you can make back your money and so much more if you follow my lead. All right, is that good, Jason? Are you there? We can answer some questions.
Yeah, man, this is solid. This is absolutely solid. Couple things here, because I know we've been on this call, I think right at 2 hours now, and we still have a house full. So if we haven't answered your question, and maybe you're on the fence, because I know you're here for a reason, and I imagine you see the value. What is your question? How can we help you get over straddling the fence? Because if you're straddling the fence right now, that can't be comfortable. So how can we help you? Like, what are some of your core questions? What are some of the areas that you need a little bit more clarity on? And we'll take a few moments to answer some of your questions here. And then as we go through that, as you all paste those questions again, Chad, can you put the link on, or the slide on the bonuses and everything that they get inside of the offer, please? Let's see here. All right, what you all got? What you 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 got? Because this is your time here, and your time is valuable. So for those who are in, congratulations, welcome, welcome, welcome in advance. You are absolutely going to love it. I see a couple of questions here, Chad. one of them is, let's see here. Okay, how many APIs do we need to get started? And really quick, before you answer that, Chad, if you could just in a very simply explain kind of like the underlining layer of like APIs and how this works, simply, because a lot of our audience, this is like their first time hearing some of this stuff. And if you could just explain very simply, like what is that? Like how does that even work? You know,
Yeah,
what is that?
sure. And I'll do a simple little demo for you guys, okay? So am I still sharing my screen, Jason?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, so if I do something like /pop link, okay, very, very simple demonstration, all right? What OpenClaw is gonna do is it's gonna come back and it's gonna say, okay, what is your destination and what domain would you like to use? Okay, so what it's doing right now, guys, is it's connecting to our software. Does that make sense? So I'm going to tell it to send it to, you remember this one, Jason? You've been around long enough. Hotbot.com. Okay. So it's I'm going to tell it, send it to hotbot.com. And what it should do, if it recognizes, I should have said, here's your destination, but let's see if it gets it. What it's going to do is it's talking to our software right now, and it is going to make a tracking link. So it doesn't have the ability to create a tracking link on its own. It needs the software. I can also tell it /email, and it will not only write the email for me, but it will send it out. Now, it doesn't have the ability to do that, but it's talking to our software that sends out the email. Is that making sense to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
How's that for a demonstration, Jason?
No, that's really good. It's really good. And I think too, and correct me here, Chad, like as I've been studying the AI and where everything is going myself, and I'm getting a little sharper and stronger at it. What I have realized is that the strength of where AI is going and platforms like, you know, technologies like OpenClaw, it's the strength of the APIs, you know, for the ability for other apps to talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the opportunity that is opening up that you've shown today is gone from, you know, for instance, playing this individual instrument to now you can create a symphony. And what everyone on this call just seeing a simple example that wasn't simple of build a business. Like just think about everything that went into what he's shown you today, from like writing designing the actual web page, writing the copy, the VSL, the posting of the stuff. Like you couldn't go on Upwork right now and come out with getting that done for less than $3,000 to $5,000. That was done instantly, right? So
Yeah.
it's powerful.
Well, here's the other thing too. I'll give you guys a prediction that nobody is talking about. It's just something that I have figured out after doing this workshop. I'm going to predict the future for you guys. And the traditional way of logging into a software where you like enter your username and password and you manually create a campaign and all that stuff, that's going to be a thing of the past. I think software is going to be almost free. It's going to be given almost free. I think these AI models, there's already free models, but I think that you will run all of your software once it's trained. I think that AI model will be free, but what you're going to pay for is the API key. I predict that's the future, that all companies are going to give you the software for free or for like $1, and then they're going to try to upsell you on the APIs. That's what I think is going to happen, Jason.
I agree with that. Totally agree with that. And I'm telling you all, like, if none of this makes sense, I don't like saying like, just trust me. but seriously though, like go out yourself and do the research and see what's going on in the world of AI. It is changing faster than it's ever been before. The landscape of where tech and software and AI, it won't even be the same 12 to 18 months from now. So like this is an opportunity for you to really learn it and implement it, and not just learn just to implement, but none of us do things not to make money here, right? You're on this call because you want something that can help you accelerate and enhance your business, and you can skip over all those hurdles of trying to figure it out yourself, because I'm telling you it's complicated. Like Chad already said, he spent 47,000 plus just to figure this out and simplify it in a manner that you're able to just implement right now. And to me, and I would imagine you would think the same, like being able to jump over hurdles and shortcut your success path, like that's leverage. And that's what all successful people do, is find the people that have the experience, that have done the work, that have got the battle scars, and learn from them. And this is what you have the opportunity to do, you know, at something that really should be thousands of dollars to set up. So it's powerful. And then Chad, I know you probably undersold some of your software. You didn't really go over it, but you know, I don't know if you want to just talk a little bit on some of the
Are you guys still able to hear him?
Yeah, I think, can you hear me? If you could talk a little bit on your apps, like man, you got some
If you're
solid.
wanting, I just don't want to step over him. I just can't hear him. We're definitely having some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
If you can hear me, Jason, call me back. My support desk is nicelysupport.com for those of you that asked for support. But I wanted to show this to you too, okay? Because I know a lot of people on the call were saying, well, what if I don't have a business? What if I don't have anything running? Well, look at this. I asked it. I said, what would you say to somebody that doesn't have a business or never made money online? What can we create for them? What can you build? And it says, great question. Here's what I'd say to them. You don't need to figure out anything. I'll build it for you. For someone with zero experience, the problem isn't ideas, it's execution paralysis. They get stuck before they even start. Here's what I can actually build for them tonight. Option number one, the complete local newsletter business. What I build, full Letterman newsletter site, 5 to 10 initial articles, sponsor outreach system, lead magnet, bridge pages, everything branded and ready to publish. I don't want to confuse anything, guys, but you are going to have your own newsletter. Okay, so that's a good start. You're going to have your own newsletter. You'll be able to sell advertisers and sponsors as part of the software package. So what I build, complete sales funnel, email sequence, traffic templates, lead magnet, everything hosted. What they do, choose an offer they like, drive traffic using my templates, system converts visitors. All right, or option number 3, the business starter pack. What I build, 3 completely different business models, fully built, local newsletter, affiliate funnel, simple digital product, each 1000% ready to activate, all automation, emails, pages done. What they do, review all 3 tomorrow, pick the one that feels right. I walk them through activation, start making money. Time to first dollar depends on which one they choose. The real offer, I'll build you a complete online business while you sleep. You wake up, review it, and decide if you want to run it. If yes, I'll train you. If no, I'll build something else. Why this works, 0 guesswork, proof before commitment, fast, real, supported. What they need to bring, domain name, $10 a year, willingness to work. I build it, they run it 30 minutes a day minimum to actually execute. And then it puts your prices here. I'm just kind of winging it right now because it knows me. Is everybody seeing this right now? It knows me. But somebody's saying before you go, is there anything else important? Yes, there is. So let me show you one last thing, and then I'm sorry, Jason, I really wish I could hear you. There was a lot of questions about the onboarding process. I just made this video last night. As soon as you guys join, you'll have this. But this is where you will be inside of Claw Launcher. It's not a VPS. You don't got to log in with a remote desktop. There's, you know, for the longest time, I've been having to restart Jason with, you know, doctor fixes and all this stuff. Not no more. This is on your Cloudflare. It's $5 a month. You can have as many instances as you want. And what happens is, when you come in here, it's going to go and it's going to walk you through an onboarding process. And so step number one, you're going to enter your API key. Okay. Once you do that, so I'm going to grab my API key and you'll learn how to set all this stuff up in the members area. Okay. So I paste my API key. Once I do that, it says, congrats, I've installed your key. You can now use all the models. Step number two, you're going to learn to create a personal profile. Okay. So I'm going to go copy my personal profile and oops, I skipped over it. I'll go ahead and paste it right here. Okay. So here's my personal profile. So I paste it in there. It says, thank you, Chad. I've saved your information. I'll be reviewing it. Step number three, you're going to set up for audio. Okay. I'm going to walk you through this and that way you can just talk to it on Telegram. So you're going to put your key in there. And like I said, you'll learn how to do it. And it says, congrats, Whisper is configured. You'll be able to send voice messages once Telegram's set up. For the browser, we can go ahead and skip the browser for now. But step number five, you'll set up Telegram. Okay, and Telegram's the very best one right now. That's what Jason's using. And then it says your Telegram bot is connected. Now we need to pair your account. And this video walks you through it. Then you hop on the workshop, right? So it's going to send you this pairing code. And then we go back to OPENCLAW and we drop the pairing code in there. And look at this. Perfect. Your Telegram's fully connected. You can now talk to me from your phone anytime. Next, you're going to set up an agent email address so that it has its own agent email. Right? So Gmail's for humans, you're going to get an agent email. So you can come over here and open this back up. You can see now Telegram's connected. All right, but now we're going to come over here and we're going to grab our agent email address and we're going to go ahead and paste that in there. And it says, perfect, email is set up. I can now send and receive emails on your behalf. Step 7, memory system. Now I'd like to install the memory system. All right, so you're going to say, yep, go ahead and install that. And now it says all finished, my memory system is active. I can now track your projects and remember important details. Step number 8, this is my software. Chad and his team have integrated me with the Titanium software. If you have any API keys, I'd love to connect them. So you got Mintbird, Poplinks, CourseSprout, Quizforma, Global Control, and Letterman. So you're gonna go get your API keys and you're gonna go ahead and paste them in and it says, got it. I saved your keys, Mintbird, Letterman, Global Control, and CourseSprout. Now, step 9, morning greeting. I'd love to start each day out on a positive note. What would you like me to include in your morning greeting? Your top 3 priorities, the calendar events, motivational quote, any pending tasks, weather update, what sounds good to you. And so I'll come back over here and boom, we'll say great choices. What time should I send your morning greeting? And I'm gonna say, go ahead and send it at 8 o'clock. Perfect, I'll greet you at 8 o'clock every morning with your top 3 priorities. And then finally, we have step 10, the evening greeting. What about an evening greeting? Review what we accomplished today, check in on how you're feeling, preview tomorrow's schedule, anything else you'd like to ask. I'm gonna say, yep, sounds good. And it says, what time works for you? And so I go and I put in 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and it says setup complete. You did your Claude API keys, your personal profile, your audio files. We're gonna skip the browser extension, Telegram connected, your agent email figured out, your memory system installed. All of your keys are done. Your morning greeting is set. Your evening greeting is set. And now you are ready to rock and roll. Is everybody seeing this right now? And then you can go and you can start talking to it and it's good to go. Wow. Is this making sense to everybody? And so you're going to go through the members area. You're going to do this on your own. And then you're going to hop on a workshop every day. And if you get stuck, you're going to put your hand up and my incredible team is going to reach.
Hey, Chad, I think you just went out. Hold up. Let me see here.
How does that sound? And honestly, guys, I don't know how to support you any better on probably one of the most important decisions you're going to make in your whole life. Go ahead, Jason.
I was saying you had went out, but you're back now. Yeah. That was all.
So looking at some of the questions, let's see. Oops. What is the monthly cost to run the various APIs? For me and my software, I have 0 cost for you. 0. You really don't have any cost here except your token fees. And remember, we're going to have you install a model called Kimi 2.5 that might sound brand new to you guys, but it's going to be 85% less. This is where you're doing like pennies on the dollar. Okay. So your workshop starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. All right. We're already on day 2, but I'm going to extend it a day because we're doing this presentation for Jason. But here's the thing, guys. Most of you will have everything set up in the members area. The only people that hop on the workshop and put their hand up mainly are people that don't watch the videos. Okay. What other questions do we have here, Jason?
Let's see here.
Can you hear me, buddy?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hold up? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right, so once I purchase, what do I do next? I think that's something I see.
Okay, so good question. So once you purchase, you are going to get 2 emails. So the first email is going to give you access to the call tomorrow. It's also going to give you a link to the Telegram room and to the WhatsApp channel. Now you're going to get a second email to get you into the members area. And yes, there is a 14-day money-back guarantee, Lee Gray. Look, guys, I'm a little bit different. My number is 307-259-1006. That is my real number, okay? I am very, very transparent. I am very, very public out there. I've done this for a long time, right? Trust me, you're in good hands here. And if you want to go look at my wall and see all the comments and everything, feel free to do that. My goal is, guys, is to have 100% success rate for our launch. So if I can do everything that we have here on the screen, guys, if I can get you installed, if I can get you onboarded, if you got your Kimi 2.5, if you understand how to take any idea you have for software and train it on that software, you know how to build apps, you have it creating your business full time, and on top of that, you're building up your brand if you choose to, and building up your list, and then making money on our launch. And on top of that, learning how to go out there and sell this to business owners, knowing that we will do the install for you so that you can upsell them. If I can do all of that stuff, will you guys shoot me a video for the launch? That's all I want. I'm after 100% success rate. And that's the reason why we're spending so much time every day. Now, starting out, it should be about 2 hours. It's gone a little bit over. We went 3 hours because we wanted to make sure that every single person that had their hand up on the call, they were resolved. Okay, so we don't leave until everybody's resolved. Like, you guys are very, very important to me, and your success is very important to me.
Chad really takes care of his audience.
What else you got, Jason?
Yeah. No, I just wanted to comment on that. Like, you are someone that I do see you and your team really take care of your audience. And for those, if this is your first experience with Chad and his team, I promise you, you're truly in great hands. Like, for real. And the other thing too is, this is like, just to zoom out for a moment, we've talked about the tactical, right, of how you can apply this to your business. And the reality is there's going to be a lot of areas that will be unique to just you and what you do in your business. And I just had a member, someone on the call, Brian, just now, and a couple other people I noticed, asked about, well, how can we use this with high level, and how can we use this with Coupon Reach and the softwares that you have, Jason? And I want you to know, this is what I am doing and working on right now. Like, as of Monday of yesterday, actually Sunday, I had my developers are starting to improve our API just so we can be able to create campaigns and automate a lot of things within OpenClaw. So this is something that is only going to get better and is only going to grow. But to zoom out, it's like, you need to know this. You need to learn this stuff if you want to be in business and have a viable business. Because I'm telling you, like, it's happening faster than people realize. And I'm talking about change, right? To being obsolete. I just had a conversation with someone that lives in our building here, and he has a really big company. He's in the tech space right now, and he doesn't even let his developers write code anymore. Like, they are code managers at this point. His staff are AI. Like, his managers that real people report to are AI. So this change is happening, and you can either be on one side or the other side. You want to be on the side where change is at, so you can capitalize on it, because use it for your business, leverage it to help you make more money, grow your operations and everything like that. But in addition to it, this is an opportunity for you to learn this tech in an environment with someone that is on the forefront of leading this tech. Like, you won't find anyone in this space that has mastered it on this level. Good luck. Go to YouTube and spend hours on top of hours only to install something that is riddled with bugs and issues and malware. Like, that's not what you're going to get when you work with Chad and his team. Like, they figured this process out, and they've spent their own money and time, and they're only getting better at it, right? So this is a good use of your time. This is a good use to be in an environment of like-minded people to grow. I'm learning. Like, every day I'm learning more. So I'm not even an expert at this yet. I was just telling Brian, one of our members of our community, that as I learn more, especially, I'm going full force with high level and automating a lot of our stuff, and on our side with software, I'm going to be sharing that with our community as well. So, this is a tool that you need to learn. This is a tech that you need to learn. These are skill sets that you need to learn. What better way to learn and get paid to do it and continue to grow your business? To me, it's a no-brainer,
Yeah, and here's the thing, Jason. I don't know if you know this or not, but one of the things that we did was we went out there, installed this whole thing for all the biggest guys in the business, like Jason, right? Like, I just reached out to him and said, I think this is incredible. I'd like to help you get this going. And the reason why is because I wanted to create that circle where we were all bouncing ideas off each other and success stories. Like, we wanted to do everything we could to understand this technology because we knew it was incredible, right? The other thing, I saw a question from somebody about how does it know about the products you create? So I'm going to explain how this works, guys, because I think this is pretty phenomenal. So when you install this, okay, you're going to go through that onboarding process that I just showed. And once you do that, you're going to give it that profile. And so now it gets to know you, okay? And so then you're going to have it start doing tasks. And when it does these tasks right, it becomes a skill. And when it does these skills right, then what you're going to do is you're going to tell it to do these skills on a schedule. And that's called a cron job, to where you don't have to give it commands. It just does it for you automatically. So like when it sends you your morning report, that's on a cron job. It happens automatically. Same with the evening report, okay? And once it does those skills really, really well, at this point, it's been reactive. Now what happens is, and I'm going to give you guys the exact command for this, you go back in there and say, okay, from this point forward, you are my CEO. And I want you to find opportunities. I want you to create products. I want you to create businesses. I want you to save me money. The only thing that I request is that you understand that I am the president and any financial decision goes before me. And when you do that, this thing starts to take a life of its own. And it not only starts to manage you, it'll manage your human teams. And then all those tasks that are being done, they're kind of treated like separate VAs that it's overseen. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes. Hey, Chad, I know you brought this up, but if you could maybe say it in a different way. Somebody asked about how is this security managed? Is this safe? Like, just speaking to, kind of the safety of this, how it operates.
Yeah, sure. So to be honest with you, I do not think it's safe at all. The way that we're doing it is safe. Mm-hmm. So does everybody see where it says Claw Launcher up here? This is pretty special. We custom built this. And what this does is this installs an instance of OpenClaw on your Cloudflare account, okay? And your Cloudflare account is about as secure as you can be. It's not on your computer, but you don't have to remote in like Jason does, okay? And you guys are going to start with 10 gigabytes of storage for $5 a month on the light plan. You will not go beyond that. But what will happen is over here, you can build out more of these agents, okay, more OpenClaws. And as you go over 10 gigabytes of storage, then you simply pay Cloudflare their overage fees, which is super, super cheap. So there is no middleman that is gouging you, that is, upselling on top of your fee. This is just the base cost that Cloudflare charges you guys to have what's called an R2 container, okay? So this is as safe as you can get. And what Cloudflare does is when you run this OpenClaw, what it's doing is, as it's training guys, it's creating files for itself, okay? So you're gonna learn how to switch back and forth between models, and it's gonna create files and folders. Well, it's gonna store those files and folders inside of your Cloudflare. Does that make sense to everybody? Does that answer your question, Jason?
Yes, very, very much so. And I want to say this too, for everyone on this call, like I'm okay with tech, but I'm not a techie. But I'm telling you, if you were to try to do this yourself, like you would have a headache for the next 2 weeks. Like when I say the infrastructure and the layers that Chad and his team has created that has made this just silly simple, it's amazing, right? So like what he just shown you, like I don't even have that set up. So it's like, and this is as of what, maybe a week and a half ago. Like they are continuing to enhance and improve this and simplify this platform. So like, and it's super safe. Anyone that knows about Cloudflare, like that's as safe as you can get. Like, so y'all are in good hands. Truly in good hands. Joe says, I'm in, just signed up. Congrats, congrats. Who else is in? Like, if I missed you, let me know. Just if you're still on this call, I know we've been on here for a while, but if you're in, I want to congratulate you. Just let me know that you are in. Good stuff. Let me know. I'm in, says David. Congrats. I just bought. Awesome, awesome. I'm going to see you in the members area. Frank says, I'm buying now. Computer just froze, about to complete purchase. Welcome in advance. I am in. Welcome, Antoine says, I am in. You're going to love this. Absolutely going to love this. Indeed. We're going to be doing this together. I think that's what's so fun about this as well. So, and I'm excited to see what people create, like today, I'm just going to chat. I hope this is cool right here. I had this, like when I say my mind, I have all these crazy ideas. So today, here's what my crazy idea was today. So last week I discovered Suno. Does anyone know what Suno is? Anyone heard of Suno? Just put a yes or a me in the question box. Okay. So my wife was laughing at me because like I write sometimes and I started making songs. So Suno makes songs, right? And it makes really cool songs. So I was like, hey bot, I think mine's called Jason Bot, right? I didn't have a cool name like Chad. And I was like, I want to create AI powered songs with AI creators and then post them and figure out a way to monetize my songs on Spotify and on a faceless YouTube channel. And it wrote a whole business plan for me on how to make money with it. And that's going to be one of my side projects. Like, you can do stuff like that. I know it sounds so silly, but like if you have some of these ideas that you just been sitting on, it's like train it, figure it out. Like you can do this now. And to me, it's just opened up the ability to do things that I probably would not get the time to, or things that just kind of collect dust. But from a business perspective, I'm having it scrape leads, do cold email outreach for me. Right now, I'm going to learn, my next task is to train it on creating actual voice agents. So it's going to be fun. Like I'm already learning a lot and implementing a lot of ways, but you all are going to find ways that it's going to help your business uniquely. And with this community and what you're a part of too, like you're going to, you're going to feed off of each other and learn different things and tactics and methods and approaches. So I want to welcome everyone that has joined and does plan on joining as well. So you're in good hands, and it's only going to get better. Like Chad said, this is the worst AI will be, and what they have done is like just out of this world and is better than anything in this AI space currently. You don't have to be a coder. You don't have to know any of this stuff. All right.
Jason, I sent you a message, and I just want to address, I think Sohn, because he's saying that we're avoiding his question. I don't mean to avoid any question. I'm just having audio difficulty over here. But Sohn, can you ask your question again? I think it was something regarding the members area or something. Oh, you're joking. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I didn't even see it.
He's joking. Yeah. So when you guys purchase, you should receive an email, and we will get you into the members area. We'll get you into the WhatsApp room, the Telegram room, and tomorrow, I hate to do this to you guys, but at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you will be live with me on the call. And it's okay if you don't have it all set up. Okay, you got time. All right, we'll get you onboarded. I'll do whatever I need to do. Okay, and you'll be in good hands. Like it will be fine. Like everybody will be successful with this. Like you'll really like our community. You'll like our calls. And there's a few more questions coming in, and I also wanted to make sure, Jason, that you saw the message I sent you.
Yeah, I just replied. Yeah, we'll
okay.
we can jam on.
And then Sohn, you should get an email with access to that members area. You don't have to sign up anywhere. It should send it to you. You guys might want to check spam or whatever. Sometimes, if you're new on our list or whatever, it could end up in spam or promotions. You know how that goes. But my support desk, if you did purchase and you have problems, nicelysupport.com. Okay, nicelysupport.com. If you really have problems, my number is 307-259-1006. Now, when I do that, people go, that's not your real number. Oh, no, that's my real number. You can ask Jason, he'll tell you.
It's true.
And the reason why I do this is because this is a business for me. I have a product. You guys are customers. Before this, I owned restaurants, coffee shops. I had a gift shop. They were all in Wyoming. And when I had a customer that had questions or, might have had a problem or something, they picked up the phone and they called me. To me, it's no different. I run a business. That's my phone number. Okay. So text me if you run into problems. You're in great hands. I just wanted to know, Jason, is it okay if I drop some golden nuggets here real quick?
Yeah. Y'all have a few more minutes before we get out of here. Just let me know. Good. Let me know. Y'all got a few more minutes to hang out.
Okay.
Go ahead. You're good.
Let me ask this question here, guys, and type in the chat here. You guys want some golden nuggets? I'll give you two things right now. Type in the chat. Let me know if you want some golden nuggets. Let's see. Joe says yes, Frank. Okay, good. Dean, Lee. Okay, here's the thing. So I'm going to come over here. There is one thing that I want you guys to know, all right? And let me see if it actually placed that video on the page. I don't know if it did. Nope. Oh, it did. It did. It placed it on Vimeo, but it's got the permissions messed up. All right, that's fine. ChatGPT, you probably don't know this, Jason. ChatGPT knows OpenClaw better than any of the platforms. Okay. Mm-hmm. So tell me what you guys are using in your business as far as software. This will give you guys some homework, and you can see how incredible this is. What are you using in your business? Like I use obviously Vimeo, I use Stripe, I use all of my software, I use Trello. What are you guys using? What autoresponders are you using? Stripe is good, Go High Level is good. What else? I want some out-of-the-box stuff. Mailgun, okay, Mailgun is connected. Some more out-of-the-box stuff. What are you guys using? Let's say that you're using Gumroad, okay, and you want this thing to go create products in Gumroad. I'm just using that as an example. All right, so the first thing I'm going to ask is, does Gumroad have an API? Meaning, can we connect to it from the back end? And look, yes, Gumroad does have an official API. So the next question I'm going to ask is, even if it said no, I'm going to say, so how can we make this work with OPENCLAW? And then I'm going to say this, I'm an idiot. So keep it simple, okay? All right, ChatGPT knows this best, okay? So now watch this, no worries, let's keep it simple. You get your Gumroad API key, it'll give you instructions. You set up an API connection, create a custom skill. So you'll learn to do this, right? And then, so it's telling me, yes, you can very easily connect to Gumroad. Okay, so then I'm going to say, what will this allow OPENCLAW to do? Now, here's a hint, okay? You could be doing this inside of OPENCLAW. Now, why do you not want to do that? Type in the chat, let me know, why do you not want to do that? Here's the reason why. It's going to cost you tokens. So I want you guys to write this down so you don't forget, okay? When you are planning, when you are strategizing, when you are brainstorming, you are going to use ChatGPT, okay? I actually use Perplexity because here's a hint, you guys, you can pay $20 for perplexity.ai and you get ChatGPT, Perplexity, Grok, Gemini, you get them all. Most people don't know that, but you do, okay? But you're going to use ChatGPT as the model, and it's going to tell you exactly how it's going to work. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to give you a specific command that you're going to put into ChatGPT. And what it's going to do is it's going to create what's called a command ingest prompt that you give to OPENCLAW. And so if we take something like Gumroad, we're going to say, okay, create this special command for OPENCLAW. And it's going to give you this thing a mile long. You're like, what the heck is that? You're just going to paste it in OPENCLAW. And then OPENCLAW is going to be able to do all of these things right here without any issues whatsoever. I think I did this with you, right, Jason? Did I give you that command?
Yeah, absolutely. It was cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So a lot of people are struggling trying to get software trained or whatever. You guys are going to learn how to get around that, okay? So that's the coolest thing, all right? So again, I'm going to tell you again, we use ChatGPT to brainstorm, to strategize, to come up with the idea. We only use OPENCLAW to execute. And the way that we execute, you guys might remember from a long time ago, is we have these demands right here on the screen. Create me a sales page, write me copy, create me a VSL, write me email stats, do a broadcast, create me a video avatar. We have these on demand where my staff is doing this, or it's set up on a schedule. And when you have that all set up, you just let it go. And now you open up ChatGPT, you come up with a new idea. ChatGPT is going to create that command. You're going to drop it into OPENCLAW. On a scale of 1 out of 10, does everybody understand this right now? Pretty cool, right? You guys like that? Now, here's another tip for you. How many of you would love to learn how to sell this to businesses? Who would love to learn how to sell this to businesses?
I'm raising my hand. Me.
Yeah, man. So
yeah.
Here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to come up with a hook. How many of you think that you could hook a business owner if you told them that? Because if you look on Facebook, man, people are having so many problems installing and onboarding and adding API. It's ridiculous. But how many of you would agree that it is the greatest hook in the world to go out there and install this for free for any business? Yes or no? Who would agree that? Because remember, I'm going to teach you how to make those hooks. Guys, you are going to learn how to do this on your wall. I had somebody hit me up the other day. I still have not gotten back to her. I hope I don't lose her as a client. But she hit me up the other day. Let me see if I can find her. Nobody stole this client from me. She wants to go pay. Hold on a second. I'll find her. She wants to pay $3,000 for me to set this up because I'll find her. I think it's Carol, maybe. She saw a post. hold on, let me go a little bit slower. She saw a post on my wall, and she said, I'm willing to pay you right now. I have a team. Okay, so let me find her. And I haven't been able to get to her because I've been training everybody. I just met with somebody who owns a $200 million company. Right here, look at this. This is her. Do you see what she says up here? Right here, and I'm going back and forth. Chad, I've only just come across you in an OpenClaw group. I'm willing to pay $3K on the OpenClaw setup you mentioned. I've been going back and forth with her because we're in different time zones. I have those opportunities popping up all over the place. I cannot keep up with it, guys. Do you understand that right now? If I were to show you this one, let me show you this. So one of my other colleagues sent me this message the other day, and we have completely onboarded this guy. But let me show you the opportunities that are out there right now. When I tell you that this is the hottest thing in the business right now, let me see if I can find it. He hits me up and says, let's get this guy onboarded. He owns he owns like $128 million company or something like that. Right here, look. Let me grab this. Right here, just the other day, February 25th. Look at this. Right here. Just messaged you an intro on WhatsApp, said we could do a complimentary setup and then have our Philippines team work with this company. He owns this company which processes billions in sales with $120 million net profit margin. Guys, these are the skills that you're going to have. Does that make sense? Is everybody, I cannot keep up with it, Jason, at all. I've never seen anything like it. I cannot keep up with it.
Wow.
It's crazy, right?
Wow.
So here's the secret. When you understand that we're going to teach you how to go on your wall, you're going to have a hook, and I want you to go out there and tell business owners you're going to set them up for free. Then I want you to upsell them on the onboarding process, and we'll work through all of that stuff. Don't worry about it, okay? But here's the magic. See, Jason, be honest with me. The first time that I got you installed and you were talking to this thing, you sent me a text back. Do you remember what you said?
I don't know. I can't say I do.
Can I remind you?
Please, please.
You said to me, what the heck do I do now?
Yeah, right.
Right?
Mhm.
Everybody, guys, as soon as we get them installed, as soon as we get them onboarded, they don't know what to do. And not only that, they start treating it like ChatGPT. All right, here is your magic bullet. You don't want to go yet, David. This is golden. Here is your magic bullet. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
Say, well, you know what? If we can hop on a 10 or 15-minute call, I can take a look at your business and we can figure out how to automate the whole entire thing. Is that making sense to you guys? Now, here's the magic. And by the way, they're going to get on that call with you. Why? Well, because you have the keys to the kingdom. You were the one that took the time to set them up. You're the hero at this point. So this is what I want you guys to do. If you're in person with somebody, I have a lot of in-person meetings. I use something called otter.ai, and it records everything that I say and the other party. If you're on Zoom, well, you got the Zoom recording. If you're on the phone, well, there's ways to record the phone call too. But you take that recording, you go give it to ChatGPT, and you say, here is my meeting from this recording. I met with this roofer. Tell me how I can implement OpenClaw in their business. Does that make sense to everybody? On a scale of 1 out of 10, do you guys understand this right now?
Wow.
And so
Yes.
it just goes through and it says, okay, they're having this morning meeting. You can set up a dedicated Zoom channel where it automatically takes the transcripts, it updates it, and it updates the team board for them. And you can take their replay or whatever, and you can have it automatically go and write the email and send to their audience. Like, it will go and figure all that stuff out for you. And then what happens is, guys, I don't think it's that hard to create these skills or anything, but guess what? We're a part of a big community where you can actually partner with people. Do you consider yourself to be on the delivery side, like on the techie side, or do you consider yourself to be sales, or are you like me where you can do both? Which is it? Because I have both in my community. I have people that do sales, and I have people that are on the techie side. And what happens is they end up working together. so that everybody focuses on their strength. Does that make sense, guys? So you're just getting a sample, just a sample of the gold nuggets that are just dropped on these calls. They are not scripted calls. We never know what's going to happen. We have huge breakthroughs all the time. I know everybody by name. It is going to be an amazing experience for you guys. All right? And it's good to see you, Greg. I haven't seen you for a while. What do you think, Jason?
Hey, that's A1 right there. That's some great value. That's some really great value. You all loving this? This good stuff? Yeah? Yeah? Son is laughing at me. That's some good stuff right there. Yeah. All right, Dell says, can you put up the training schedule slide, please? Lots of yeses. People are excited. Nice, nice, nice. All right, appreciate you, Joe. Awesome, man. Thanks for coming out. Joe says, great stuff. Gotta go. See you tomorrow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, who else is in? Who else is in? You know, we got a few straddlers off the fence here, right? Because if you straddle that fence, it don't feel good. You know, what side are you on? Who's in and who plans on joining? Let us know so we can congratulate you in advance. Yes, 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 yes. All right, let's see here. That works. Please send the link. All right, we're shooting it your way, my friend. I'll shoot that link to you right now. You should get that right now, and I'll be joining. Nice, 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 nice. All right. Let's see here. Can you save a project and clone it and share it? It's an interesting question. Have to ask Chad that one.
Yeah, so it's not so much that you're saving projects, but what you are saving is what are called skills. And a skill can be a set. Well, it can be a set of a lot of files and stuff. Okay, a lot of training. So, for instance, if I come back over here to this big screen here, which is the big takedown, right? So there's one final skill that's / business builder. And we're going to pass all those skills on to you when we get to that level. Does that make sense, guys? We're going to show you how to train it. You'll see us train a new bot, but we've already got this skill, as you guys saw today. Okay, now we got to refine it. I got to spank it a little bit. I'm going to do that. But here's the thing. This skill, if you think about it, is containing other skills. It has to know how to write copy. It has to know how to write sales pages. It has to know how to do video sales letter. It has to know how to create a product in Stripe. So we get to take, it's called the MD file. We get to take this business, create a business skill, and it consists of all the other skills. Now, here is the good news, and I don't want to get too technical with you. Do I think that OpenClaw is the end all and there will never be anything greater? No, I don't. Do I think that you're going to be able to take everything that you've done here with OpenClaw, because it's just a series of folders that has special, special files in there that the AI can read? Do I think you're going to be able to move all that stuff into whatever Facebook comes up with or Perplexity? Yeah, I do. I do. Do I think you should wait? No, I don't. I think, like we said hours ago, that you have a window for the next 12 months. Does that make sense? You guys have a window for the next 12 months. Hit it like a mofo, man. Show up on my calls every day. Do everything I tell you to do. Be positive. Post on your wall. Go out there and do these free installs. Start shooting videos. Show people what you do. I tell everybody when they're on my calls, man, if you see something cool on the screen, take a freaking screenshot. When you get the replay, if you want to cut something out and post it on your wall, go do that. Like, guys, you got to scream from the rooftop. You got to get attention right now. Because here's the scary thing. If I can be honest with you, I don't know if Jason's talked about this. Man, I'm scared half to death where people are going to be in 18 months. What the hell is going to happen when everybody can create products at this level? What happens to the value of digital products and offers? And it's going to go down to nothing. So guess who's going to survive? the people that know how to build an audience, the people that build an email list. I was talking to somebody yesterday, Jason, and he says, oh, I just spent 6 months learning how to build vibe coding or whatever. He goes, but the thing is, they didn't teach me how to sell it. I said, that's because they don't know how to sell it, because they shouldn't be teaching you how to build vibe coding. They should be teaching you how to take all this shiny stuff and build an audience so that you can sell your vibe coding apps. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You guys have a chance to learn everything in this workshop, showcase it to other people, build a huge list, make a lot of sales on my launch, replace everything in your business, and learn how to go sell this to other business owners. And I'm going to spend 18 days with you to make sure you do it. How incredible is that?
If that's not great, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I don't either.
That is amazing. Also, congratulations to Greg. Greg says he is in. Congrats. Brian just joined also. Good stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Nice, nice. What are you calling your team? OPENCLAWers? Have you got a name for it yet, Chad? What are the members?
Well, they're just a part of the OPENCLAW Shadow Intensive, right? I haven't come up with the name yet. I mean, I'll tell you what everybody's naming is they're naming their bots. I had one guy name his bot Sugar the other day, and I don't think he realized he was sharing the screen. And don't think I didn't call him out on that.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Let's see. Dell's saying, I recognize you, Dell. What I'm asking is, if I create a business for a roofer, can I clone it for another roofer, or can I share the business with others? You know what? You are asking the wrong guy. If you ask that OPENCLAW, look, I built a software the other day, and I was like, man, it should have been all included in this project, not a separate project. It goes, hold on a minute. And it went poof, and it just cloned it. It goes, here, now I've moved it over there. I was like, man, that's just freaking nuts. Like, I didn't have to go into a server. It'll probably, guys, this thing, remember, it solves problems. It solves problems. That's what you have to understand. Remember, it's proactive. It solves the problem before you even know there's a problem, as I demonstrated tonight. Yeah? Does that answer the question, Dale? I'm pretty sure it does. I just don't want to I don't want to tell you it does when I don't know for sure, but I'm 99% sure it does. I have a trading SaaS. Okay, hold on. I have a trading SaaS that I built. I'm a software engineer. I'm not a marketer. If I teach OPENCLAW all about my product, will it build the entire marketing funnel? Well, let's find out. Let's come on over here and let's find out. So look, I'm going to copy your exact message, okay? Let me see if I can get to it here. I'm going to copy this exact message. I'm going to train a little bit so it looks like I'm asking. So I'm going to piss off my team because they're going to be like, dude, now it wants to build some bot. What'd you do? Okay, so I'm going to come over here to Pacino bot, and I'm going to paste your message, okay? I have a trading SaaS I built. I'm not a marketer. Can you build? Okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm not a marketer. It's going to be like, what do you mean you're not a marketer? Okay, can you build the entire marketing funnel? All right, let's see what we got. You ready for this? Who asked this? Lee, you asked this, right? You've been asking a lot of questions, so this is the least I can do for you. Let's see what it says. Dean says I'm in. Good, Dean, congratulations.
Welcome, Dean. Nice. Nice, nice.
Okay, here we go. Absolutely, this is exactly what I can do. Complete marketing funnel, VSL with your voice, high converting sales page, bridge pages, retargeting, lead capture page, email sequence, checkout flow. For the traffic generation, ad copy, landing pages, retargeting campaigns, SEO optimized content, daily posts on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, content calendar, automated posting, short form video clips, email workflows, lead nurturing sequences, social scheduling, and dude, man, I never thought there would be something out there performing at my level, and it is way beyond anything I can do. This is the CEO that you guys want. Are you seeing this? How's that, Jason?
That is powerful, man. Sheesh. That's amazing. And what's cool about that is it's not just information. It's not just fodder, right? Like, it can implement on those things and build out those assets and execute on it. And I think to me, that is one of the most powerful aspects, of this technology here. So for those that are still on here, are you like, are things finally clicking? Like, are you really, hopefully by this time you see the power of what this can do. And I hope you're able to put yourself in the driver's seat to imagine what it can do for your business, right? Are you seeing that yet? And if not, we do need to get off in just a moment here, and a few here, but let me know if you have any pressing questions, and maybe there's some questions that you don't want asked out loud. Let us know, because this is your time right now, and your time is valuable. It's the most precious commodity that you have, and we're grateful that you have spent almost 3 hours with us today. But if you have things that you just, man, if I just had this answered, if I'd have some assistance here, it would encourage me to hop in and join. Let us know now. This is your time. All right. Okay, I am in. Awesome. Okay, I joined like 10 minutes ago. There'll be a replay. Yes, we'll get a replay out tomorrow. Let's see what else here. I missed an hour due to
Can I ask a question, Jason?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, like I said, guys, I've been in the business since 1998. Honest to God, I mean, my newsletter offers pretty good, and you guys are, man, I'm going to just show a sneak peek of what.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just going to show a sneak peek of what you guys also received tonight that we didn't talk about. Do you see this?
Oh my, I think they're going to go crazy when they see this.
Yeah, do you guys see this? You just received the ability to create newsletters like you're seeing here on the screen. And we can teach you how to go out there and get subscribers for 17 cents each. It replaced WordPress. Like, this is before OpenClaw. The reason why I was excited is because we turned around and automated all of the articles and everything with OpenClaw. We were super excited. You guys just received access to this tonight as well, right? And we didn't even cover any of the software or anything like that. But I'm going to tell you that I feel like our newsletter offer is the absolute best. But this here, because of the future of AI, because of your ability for the next 12 to 18 months, your ability to do well on our launch, your ability to go out there and sell business owners, and we're going to do the install for you. All of those things, guys, this absolutely is the greatest offer I've ever put together, honest to God. And we spent a lot of money, time, effort, energy, hours. I'm surprised I still have a girlfriend, to be honest with you. OpenClaw goes to bed with me, and I'm up till 3 or 4 in the morning fighting with it, right? But if you didn't buy, and I believe this is the most important offer you're ever going to have, and it's going to leapfrog you from everybody else out there playing with AI. Tell me the reason why. Tell me the reason why, so I understand. Is that a fair question, Jason?
Very fair. Absolutely.
Tell me the reason why there's still over 60 people on this call. 60 people. I feel horrible shutting down a webinar with 60 people. 6 people, I'm okay. 60? Like, we're going to shut down a webinar with 60 people. And if you tell me the reason why you're not in, why you're not going to be there at 10 o'clock a.m. tomorrow getting started on this, why you're not going to be going through the videos tonight and getting onboarded and getting all installed and everything, tell me why, and maybe I can do something about that. Okay, so Carolyn came in. I got this for security reasons. This payment couldn't be processed. Okay, you might want to try a different browser. I don't know. That's Zoo, Jason. I don't know.
Okay.
But maybe he can reach out to you and do something. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have a business yet. So we covered that. I know you were late on the call, but this thing, I asked it the question earlier. I said, what would you say to somebody that doesn't have a business that wants to start making money? What could you build out? And it laid all that on the screen. It said, I can do this. I can build a website. I can create the product. I can link to Stripe. So this is where you got to start. And even if you don't have a business, look, I'm going to make you an affiliate. You got to understand, guys, we don't approve just anybody, do we, Jason?
That's true.
No, I'm going to approve your link so that when you post on the call, you're going to be able to invite them to our webinars. You're going to be able to invite them to our launch. And when they turn around and purchase, we did this webinar the other day. There was 200 people on at the pitch. 85 people bought. Guys, this webinar is on fire. Do you understand that? Imagine when you send people to that webinar and you're getting a $497 commission. That's going to happen. I love it when my customers hit the leaderboard. We got $10,000 in prizes. That's going to happen. So if you don't have a business, here's your chance. It is it's actually, you can see people are joining down here. It's actually the most ridiculous offer I've ever put together. And the reason why Nitco is selling it for $5,000 from the stage, right? So tell me the reason why you haven't bought, and maybe it's something I overlooked. I truly believe it's everything you need to be successful. I don't mind trying again. I just don't want to be charged twice. I think Jason can tell Lee if you've been if it went through.
Yeah.
And also remember, guys, it is a fast action bonus because look, I got no problem pushing people to do this because I'm here for you tomorrow morning. That's the thing, right? You're going to get instant access to the members area. You are here tomorrow morning. So that's the reason why I'm giving these fast action bonuses on the call, the Titan layer, where you're going to be able to connect to all that software. That'll be launched next week, as well as the post stream, where you're going to be able to connect to all the social media platforms with one single API key. That is the bonus on the call, as well as approving your link for the launch. Okay? All right, so Lee is in.
Nice. Welcome, Lee. Welcome.
My support link is nicelysupport.com, but what I prefer you do is go through Jason so he doesn't lose a sale, and then he can communicate with me. Is that fair, Islam?
Yeah.
All right, Late, can you put up the link again? Yeah, I think, Jason, you put the link in the chat, didn't you?
Yes. I'll put it back again right now.
Link is in the chat.
So
Okay. What other questions do you guys have? If you're on the fence, ask the question right now. I'll do everything I can to get the answer or create the solution for you. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, for the next 18 days, you are mine. Be ready to work. Be ready to put things in play. Be ready to be posting on your wall if you want to do that. Be ready to understand this whole affiliate game. And by the way, OpenClaw can help you with that. Be ready to learn how to go out there and sell this to business owners. Be ready for these things. I'm your old customer, Mr. Jason. I enrolled in Birthday Formula. I don't know what Birthday Formula is, but if you're one of my old customers, then you know I take great care of the customers, right? So you're in good hands.
Yeah, that's one of our courses, the Birthday Formula from back in the day.
Oh, he's saying he's your customer.
Yeah. Birthday Formula has been that's one of my pillar courses. Good stuff. Good to have you here.
See, here's the thing, man. Jason, I want you to think about this. The reason why you're getting people on this call that you haven't heard from in a while is because this is hot.
It's true.
It's getting everybody's attention, man. I usually have about 300 active people on my list. Right now, guys, I have 1,800 active people on my list. 1,800 active people. It is ridiculous.
And I'll tell you, like, just as a test, when you get off this webinar, go on YouTube and look up OpenClaw. Like, it is the hottest thing smoking right now. So when this launch comes, it's really like printing money, you know, and Chad said you're going to get approved with your own affiliate link. And even if you're not thinking in that direction, like, how cool would it be just to make additional money that you weren't even looking for? Like, everyone wants this and no one truly has figured it out, but we know who has, and that's why you're here today. And we wanted to bring this technology to you and show you, and the people who get it, they got it, and congratulations, and they have joined. So this is your ticket. This is your opportunity. And as Chad mentioned, there is a window of time right now that you can truly lock in, focus, capitalize, and literally this can and will be a very prosperous year for you. So if you're right now someone that you need to grow your business, you're looking for more growth, or maybe you've struggled and you don't have enough customers or clients yet, and you're still trying to get traction, I do want you to know it's March, right? I had to say this to myself. It's March already in 2026. This is your opportunity and your chance. And this is the technology that you must learn, you must understand, and need to implement. And it's going to help your business in so many ways.
Do you see my screen right now? This is one of our clients. You see this? So
Yeah.
we're taking, OpenClaw is taking a dead email list. Do you see this, Jason? And it's bringing it back to life.
Wow.
See this? Hope you had a great Thursday. Let's see. Right here, hour 9 of your re-engagement campaign just wrapped up. Another 100 contacts successfully tagged. Hour 10 is done, another 100 contacts. Now we're at 1,200 out of 1,500. Hour 11 in the books, 100 more contacts. It's going and grabbing the contacts and sending out emails automatically on its own. That is a dream come true for me. There's so much it can do, guys.
Powerful.
And there's so many clients out there that want this. Right? Okay, well, here's one last recap for you guys. If you're not going to ask questions, the OpenClaw Shadow Intensive, you need to be there. It's an 18-day workshop. Be there at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. You're going to launch the Claw Launcher. When you get in the members area, we'll walk you through the steps. You're going to get the special onboarding process, which I showed you tonight on the call. You are going to have access to the members area. We are going to pass off all the skills that we have: sales page, design, copywriting. It can create VSLs for you, video avatars, write emails, do workflows. The OpenClaw Titanium Suite, that's all of my software, which I didn't even show you because I don't want to confuse you, but we're going to learn it as we go. The OpenClaw Command Center, that's the software that we built just for OpenClaw that I showed you a long time ago. You're going to have participate in the OpenClaw WhatsApp channel, the Telegram channel where you watch us command the Telegram or the OpenClaw. And then if you buy tonight on the call, you're also getting the Titan Layer annual subscription and the post-stream annual subscription. Guys, it's incredible. And just for the people that hopped on late, we built this software. These are all the commands that OpenClaw understands. These are all the skills that you're going to have with our software. And then eventually you'll have it working with Go High Level, ClickFunnels, all that other stuff. Our software is pretty easy though. So the Command Center, when it builds out a business, it's going to create a review board like you see here. You're going to have a team board so it'll update the team board. It'll also work with the team. There's an operator vault here, and this is where it saves resources, so it can refer back to sales pages, guides, email, templates with the skills, so it knows how to do that. This is like the project board. This is mainly for Letterman, but this is an article board, so it's finding and writing articles. This is any ideas that you have. You know, you have urgent ones, active ones, maybe someday. This over here is the video queue, so it's going to take videos. It's going to send it to another platform. I'll show you how to do that. It's going to cut them up into these little short form videos where you have B-roll, you have all this stuff, and then you say, yep, I like that. And then it's going to use post-stream to send it out to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you see something, mine's empty right now, but if you see something you like on a webinar or something, you can add it to your wish list. And then you have your resource library here. This whole suite, guys, is also included. That is that Command Center right here. And then the WhatsApp channel, Telegram, the Titan Layer annual subscription, and the post stream. $17,985. And we're also going to approve your affiliate link. So you can go out, back out there and make back your money, make 10 times back your money if you do what I tell you to do. That's all I got, buddy.
Sheesh. Yeah. That's like the mic drop moment right there. You know, it's like, what else? Like, what else are you looking for? Like, this is the opportunity. And what's so cool about it is, and I'm gonna finish on here, is that I look at this technology as something that can enhance anything I'm currently doing and take it to higher heights. So it's not a deviation. It's not chasing another shiny object. Like, this is an opportunity to make good of everything that you already have that maybe you just haven't dug into yet. Maybe you just need a little bit more assistance. And maybe you just want to take that higher. Like, this can make good and enhance everything that you currently are doing, or maybe just haven't got around to doing yet. Not only is this like an advisor, but now you have your own workers that do stuff for you, and you have the infrastructure, the software, and everything. I'll tell you this, what Chad mentioned that he just highlighted with Letterman, his newsletter software, we are doing amazing things with that, that we're actually just starting to do amazing things with that, with what we're doing with smart offers and coupons and what we're doing locally. And that model in itself, if you learn that, and you're going to learn that, is super, super powerful. Like, newsletters in itself are assets, and you can have OpenClaw automate this entire process. It's a great foot in the door to land more clients. It's a great way to get credibility. There's so much you can do with just having a local newsletter, and that's just one piece. It's probably like 10% of what you're getting in this crazy offer. So it's powerful. So
I didn't tell you this, Jason, but the reason why we are most excited about this is because I knew I could have a different agent for every single publication. So like, we have West Valley shoutouts because we're here in Vegas, but we could also have Henderson shoutouts. We could have Summerlin shoutouts. We could have Las Vegas shoutouts. And now I have an agent that goes out there, finds a story, creates the articles, oversees the ad account. Well, these local newsletters are getting acquired for millions of dollars, like you already know that. So imagine when that publication is built out and you're dominating Google because of everything we're doing with our incredible software. On top of that, when you have a buyer, you say, oh, and by the way, I have this AI that does everything for you. That's our plan. So when I'm working with my students, so that when this 18 months comes to an end and affiliate marketing tanks and digital products tank and everything else, I keep telling my audience, I'm like, look, we are going to have our newsletters in our community, and you're going to be able to get acquired for millions of dollars. And my students truly believe that that's going to happen.
I do too.
It's already happening, so why not?
Yep.
And we're acquiring subscribers for 17 cents each. Now, we're not going to cover that stuff, guys, honestly, during this workshop, but you're getting your foot wet where you're gonna hear about that stuff.
Yes. Powerful. Absolutely powerful.
Yep.
Yo, Chad, you over-delivered, my friend. If Chad over-delivered and you got value today, please give him a digital hand clap. Show him some love in that question box, please, because Chad overdid it today. And I want to congratulate everybody that has joined and came aboard. Welcome. This is a great decision, not only investing in your business, but investing in yourself. And I want to thank everyone for coming out today also, because your time is valuable, and I hope you learned a lot. I hope you've seen a lot, and I do hope you plan on joining us. This was amazing. This was amazing, Chad. Thank you for coming out. And I think I told you all in the email that I was like, this was an arm twister to get Chad to come out, because as he conveyed, this dude has been busy. He's planning a launch. He's, working from morning to night. So like this really, he really had to squeeze me in on this to really share this with with our community. And I appreciate you doing that, Chad. And seems like everyone really, really learned a lot and benefited. And thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And everybody that joined, I'll see you bright and early, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Awesome. And Chad, before we go, can you put the slide on where to join at before we get out of here, just so people can see it? And I'll put it right back in the question box, and then we'll go ahead and get up out of here. Let's see here. Go to chadnicely.com/OC Bell. Get started. It will be a great decision. You will love it. And hope everyone has a great night, as you deserve it. And thank you again for coming out. And Chad, I appreciate you, and we'll get this replay out tomorrow. Talk soon, everybody.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.